That's one of those ones which isn't going to go away anytime.
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I got so excited for it because, you know, not a lot of people, well, hardly anybody has actually done like an English voice for Falcon. Like everyone knows the Japanese voice actor from Smash. So to be able to kind of like come up with something new, but kind of like keep with like the same vein that everybody knows is really neat to try.
It's funny because the only time I've ever heard him was Super Smash Bros. On N64. That's the only time I've heard him, so I heard it English.
Well, I think
Right.
even the original game that I bought, like, as a kid that I got with my Game Boy or whatever, I don't remember him having a voice in it, so... I don't think I'd ever heard him until I heard him go Falcon Punch!
That's
Right.
what everybody is. The Falcon Punch! That's all I ever remember.
Yep, that was the best part to try and get that down right.
Oh yeah, I could instantly when that came up, I was like, oh yeah, that would have taken a bit.
Oh boy, but yeah, I've already been getting like little things, you know, just kind of like mark the occasion. I found a seller on Etsy that's based in Puerto Rico that is actually making a replica of Falcon's helmet for me.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Which I already know this seller, oddly enough, because a few years ago she actually made a replica of Majora's Mask for me that I've got hanging up on my wall now too, so I know she does really good work.
I need to do more Etsy stuff.
Etsy's pretty neat when you start looking around in there. There's a lot of stuff you can find.
Oh man.
People are realizing it's me. Yes, hello everybody.
It's my friend. I do have them, I promise.
Okay, you better keep pretending I'm going to bring.
We're all good friends here.
See, we don't have a basement, so we can't just say that we lock people up in our basement.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, we kind of do because we spent all time upstairs. Downstairs might as well be.
There we go! Existence!
Yeah.
That works.
Hello, sub. A mod appears.
Sub, since
Chuck,
when
you
have
have
you
to
done
pay.
your job? Don't lie to me. I'm kidding. He does a very
Wow,
good...
calling out your own mod.
He's a very good mod. Like, I appreciate him. Please don't think I don't.
The accusations will start flowing in.
Oh, as well, Chad, Ellie Monty might be joining as well at some point.
Oh, lovely.
She's absolutely darling.
I was really wanting to bring Amanda in here, but this is usually the time of day where she's works, or she heads off for work, so unfortunately I can't do it.
Aww.
Maybe I can grab her for like an earlier. I need to grab more people in for my stream because they're like way earlier. Like my streams are like trying to figure it out now. Like 5 hours earlier.
Yeah, it's a 5-hour difference from where I'm at, so.
Yeah, my stream's like 5 hours earlier than now.
Yeah, I was only able to do it today because I actually took today off, like after July 4th here, and then I've got today and then all of week next week because I'll be heading to VidCon.
Oh yeah. One of these days.
Mm-hmm.
One of these days I'm gonna surprise you a lot.
Oh, that'd be something else.
I'm gonna turn up, you're never gonna know.
I was like, how did you get my address? Oh, from that one Christmas gift you sent me years ago.
What surprises me is you're actually like spot on with your gift choices. Like, cause like the last time you sent Stinking Spider-Man art book and stuff, I'm just sitting there like, how come he knows me better than what my parents get me for my birthday? Like, no joke. My parents bought me like, cause I used to like Sonic stuff. They bought me a Sonic game I already owned, and I'm just like, thanks, lovely.
Hey, I put in thought to my gifts when I send them out to people. I don't want them to just be willy-nilly.
See, when I finally get free time and that, I still want to send all the VAs that do my characters. I want to send them stuff specifically made about them. Like I want to make Brom's wallet with one of those like photo things that comes down. It's just got pictures of his daughter in it.
It just goes up like 6 foot long.
Might be a bit weird to get through TSA, but
Yeah.
it's like, why is he ordering a wallet full of kid pictures?
I'm glad you asked.
I'm so glad you asked. That's the best thing at the end, though, to get stuff to do with your character.
I remember we found candy tins. We were getting it for Tama.
Oh, damn.
I still want to do that. Like, it's something I definitely want to do.
Yeah, I got an email from a character that I'm doing, and it was just like, I hope you don't mind if I share this with you. It's like, hell no, share. This is the best thing ever. It's great.
Awesome.
Sorry,
I got to do some recording last night myself for a character that I'm working on for like a horror visual novel.
Ooh.
Oh, you'll pull that off.
I wonder how horror visual novels work, because obviously, like the rushed, scary impact is a little bit different.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're gonna find out with this one. It's made by Double Down Games. It's called Alia Ludo, and I play it's another person that has like really shaggy hair over their eyes. So his name's Trent. He's a very like mysterious, kind of creepy person that recruits all these people for this event. So basically what it is that he finds these people that are down on their luck or have had like some kind of traumatic life experience, and he offers them $1 million to play in this game. Like if they win, they get $1 million, but they have to put their lives on the line to try and beat everybody else out. And they
Like
don't know what the game is going to entail.
Like voluntary saw.
Oh, that's cool.
What's the company called again?
If you look on, let me pull it up on Twitter here. Yeah, just look, Double Down Games, all one word. Which their thing will be abbreviated. It's DBLDWN Games.
Oh, got him.
Yep.
I got people on here who've never seen a shimiji before.
Everybody like freaks out about your shimiji.
I love
like,
my
there's a character
shimijis.
on this great.
One day I will have all my OCs as shimijis on my screen, and they will be adorable, and they will be mine.
No longer be able to ever work.
Yeah, because they'll be, especially if I had the multiplayer option on, because then they wouldn't stop.
Yeah, they kind of just pop up from nowhere.
Oh, I could include characters in other ones though. Like, for example, if I did a Brom one, then I have it when, like, because they sit down in there. When he sits down, I could have Hime sitting, like, on his knee or something.
Oh my gosh, stop it.
There's a problem. See, Brom's ones is all just wholesome. He's either wholesome or scary as crap because nobody wants to do their taxes with him.
That's Keston though.
Wholesome or scary as crap.
Yeah. Just like, oh yeah, I mean you're lovely, and then you'll come out like, oh yeah, I'm playing a character who like saws the toes off of my victims and eats them. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That'll be the name of my memoirs. Wholesome.
Question is, which am I when we meet?
Hopefully, you know, not the latter.
Keston, are you gonna do any more cover songs? Somebody was asking.
Yeah, I'm looking at it too. Yeah, I definitely want to do some more. I know I've been, unfortunately, I've kind of let my YouTube channel kind of go to the wayside for a bit because I've been working on so many other things on the outside. But I've wanted to get some more stuff in there, like more stuff that I could do, especially like just before VidCon happens. But you know, life happens. Unfortunately, we gotta take care of responsibilities and everything. But I've also been trying to work on setting up a lot of stuff so I can start streaming more on Twitch, which I've got the equipment, and I finally, which this is kind of a funny story, I finally got my internet upgraded to a point where I can do like good HD streaming. but it had to take me calling my internet provider and them telling me that, oh, you're still on our old plan that we discontinued like 4 years ago.
Great.
Saying we could have upgraded you this whole time to our new standard, which is like 5 times faster.
Well then.
It would have been hilarious if it's just like, but I only got this plan 3 years ago.
Yeah. But that's essentially what happened. I call him up and said, oh, this is before we changed our company name. Said, you're still on this plan. Said, we could have upgraded you a long time ago.
Oh, that'd be awesome though. What time, do you know what time you'll be thinking of streaming?
It's me. Let's see. I want to do it since I still work during the day. It would have to be sometime. Unfortunately, it'd have to be sometime in the evening for me. But I would be more flexible on doing it on the weekends. But I know a lot of people do streaming on the weekends anyway.
I just
So,
want that.
you don't think so?
No, I mean, yeah. I mean, if you're like, if your streaming is hardcore and your entire life, then yeah, sure, think about it. But like, just doing it for fun, and who cares?
Yeah, I'd definitely be more. It'd be more flexible for me to do it on the weekends at some point.
Okay. Yeah, I was just thinking because if you can figure out what time it is, we can always jump in for calls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can start scheduling something because I've got games I really want to try.
Oh yeah, such as.
And I've held off like talking about any games that I've got or stuff that I've been getting. So I'm like, I want to play this, but I also want to show it to other people. And I'm like, the humanity.
Got it.
Tech companies don't like telling you they have upgraded stuff. That's the truth.
That's
Absolute truth.
That's because if they can keep you on what they've already got, it won't cost them anything.
Mm-hmm. Well, even then, like, me upgrading to, like, the faster internet speed, it didn't require anyone coming out and, like, adding new lines or putting in new equipment. It just took them clicking a few buttons on their computer and like, okay, you're upgraded.
I love how the internet is both helpful but screws us over.
I know, the internet's great. People screw it.
Oh, we forgot to do my alerts. I just realized.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh, you're doing that lava.
Yeah, I am.
Sorry, we were out to lunch today, and we were discussing like I was doing like a HD skin pack thing for sale. Buy, by the way, LOL. And we were discussing about having like these pants that were like half like magma, like flow lava at the bottom, and then they fade up. They look great.
It's starting to look pretty neat.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get the colors right, because I don't like how the colors look right now.
Also, OMG, how are you and Amanda doing?
Oh, everything's going really well. We just had our 6-month anniversary, and again, Amy, we loved the little gift that you made for the both of us.
So cute. You guys are so cute.
Literally, the second that Amanda gave Amy that commission, she just came in here and was like, oh, she gave me this is cute.
It is cute. Leave me alone.
It was pretty adorable, I gotta admit, when she showed me. She had the hardest time trying to keep it a secret from me because she's the kind of person that she just wants to tell somebody right now what their gift is and doesn't want to wait because she just wants to see their reaction so badly.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I kind of know those feels.
I mean, I gotta give her credit. This is probably the longest she's held in a secret, like for a gift, for as long as I can remember. And I loved it. It was really nice.
Aww.
As I said before, it's nice seeing it from the other side.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was a special one because me and her have said in our post it was during Independence Day last year that we were together and we were just hanging out with each other as friends, and we sat in the back of my car. I showed her like the latest Steven Universe episode that had came out that she hadn't seen, and we sat there and ate like churros while the fireworks were going off. And apparently that was the point. Both her and I were starting to think about, hey, do I like each other more as friends?
Do I like you?
But it took a long time and a little bit of more prodding from our friends to actually, get us to actually, make the leap. And apparently a lot of people were seeing it and we just didn't realize it ourselves.
You never do.
No, that's the truth. Because after we had finally said we were getting together, our friends, just about every one of our friends started saying, well, it's about dang time. It's like, wait, you knew about this for a while? And they just say, no, we've known for years that you two liked each other. And we've just been trying to push you two together this whole time.
That's so cute.
I know, but I'm glad they did because it's been working out phenomenally in my opinion.
To be honest, when you find like, there's some people that will just click and mesh with your personality really well, and you two seem to really hit that.
Thank you. I definitely agree. It seems like for as long as we've known each other, like we've actually known each other for like 10 years because we both met each other when we were starting voiceover work on YouTube, like when YouTube was just starting to become a thing.
When it was a wee babe.
Yep, and it wasn't until I moved to where I'm at now around 2014 that we realized, hey, we actually live like 10 minutes away from each other. So we started just hanging out as friends a long time, and then it just evolved from there.
So yeah, mine's a little bit different than that. We couldn't do It's just like, oh, I like this dude. Where's he live? Crap. Wrong.
Look, I keep apologizing, okay?
It was really funny actually trying to have a conversation with my parents. It's just like, okay, so I like a boy, and they're like, you haven't met any boys, dear. I'm like, on the internet. It's just like, oh.
Here we go.
And then I remember we had this lady from our church come over, and my mum was just like, oh no, she's got this, like, it's a phase. She likes this boy overseas. It's just like, oh yeah, now I've got a wedding ring and I live in the country he's from. It's just a phase, Mom.
Yeah. Phase, Dad.
It's like a Marvel phase. It'll last forever.
I had people ask me that last time. They're like, who's your favorite, like, Marvel or DC? And I'm just like, Spider-Man. I don't care where he's from. I'm just Spider-Man.
You gotta see the new one then, haven't we?
Yeah, we do. But
Yeah, that's what me and Amanda watched back on the second on opening night here.
Is it good?
Yeah, we got to see it in IMAX screenings, and yeah, we really enjoyed it. Definitely action-packed. It feels a lot more like the start is kind of like more like one of those high school like romance type things where like Peter's trying to impress MJ or trying to get her to notice him and everything like that. And then at a certain point, things actually start kicking into high gear. And
yeah, because that's all I've heard is that the start was weird.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they're trying different things as well, because he's the only character that's as young as he is. So, like, they can do the whole, young love. I still preferred, like, just the Playboy method. Just be stinking Tony Stark. Look, I got millions of dollars in robots and cars.
Mm-hmm. I love the fact that he's just become Tony Stark IRL.
I know, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah, there are plenty of good moments in there, and it does help to have seen like Avengers Endgame before you go in there. Otherwise, you might be in for a bit of a shock. But I'm sure like the spoilers have already been proliferated through the internet by this point.
Oh yeah.
But I had warned Amanda about that, and she said, "Oh yeah, I already know what happened." And it sucks because I was just starting to like get her into like the Marvel universe, like the Avengers timeline and everything like that.
All your favorites are gone.
This is what you have to look forward to.
Oh, I saw the meme come out with Spider-Man. I'm just like, okay, well, goodbye. I don't give a crap about any movie anymore. Because I got really heavily into Marvel stuff only after the Spider-Man game came out on PS4 last year. Otherwise, I never bothered to watch any series of it, or I'd watched a couple of movies just with my parents. But like, I got so into it, I watched the 90s cartoon, I watched every cartoon that'd been made after that, and then I watched all of the movies with Andy. So I'm just like, okay, I like just two characters. I like Iron Man and I like Spider-Man, and it's just like the latest two movies come out, I'm just like, well, so much for that.
Guess I'll die then.
I shall follow my heroes.
You even watched the crappy, like, 3D teenager cartoon one?
Oh, the Iron Man one, yeah. It was garbage, but I watched it. Like, they had like Iron Man fighting in the city, and it's just like, it's an empty grey city. And it's just like, wow, I didn't know New York could be so empty.
Grey.
And grey. Spider-Verse was I'm so happy I got into Spider-Man the year Spider-Verse came out. Like, oh my gosh, it was so good.
Yeah, Spider-Verse, like it, there's hardly any gray in that. It's just so colorful and popping. It's awesome.
We went.
I love the fact that you can see the CY, is it CYMK?
Yeah.
The, like the,
oh
the
yeah,
little,
the
printing colors they use in comics.
So the dots and stuff. It's basically like manga toning. Where back in the day we would use toning like that in a single color, so you didn't have to use as much printing colors. It was so good.
Ba-boom.
No, I got obsessed with that movie. I wanted to see it, and then like it was Boxing Day, and I was depressed because I didn't get to see it yet. So we went out Boxing Day to go watch it.
So good.
Then I bought a Spider-Man costume.
I remember you saying that.
You bought the Miles Morales one, yeah.
I was happy about that.
But yeah, even with like that Spider-Man meme that it came out with that, like, Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. And then after Spider-Verse like won the Oscar for Best Animated Feature, it switched like, Mr. Stark, I think I'm feeling all right.
Oh, I loved because we went to France and we went and saw this like an artist convention because I really wanted to go to one. And one of the guys who helped like do all the art directing on Spider-Verse was there, and he was just showing pictures of graffiti that he did and he got in trouble for when he was a kid. And he's just like, so when we were doing this movie, he's like, we want to put lots of graffiti in it just because it's exactly what New York's all about. It was so cool listening to, because they brought a bunch of the other artists and stuff, and they brought them all to the exact same convention. So it was just nice hearing the passion that went into it, was instead of it being just a corporate shill out.
Sorry, hold on. There's a comment here. Why does Spider-Ham exist?
Oh my gosh, his ad-lib lines. It's just like, I can't imagine a cartoon swearing as much as he did. So good.
I love the
I
fact
just
that
washed my hands, that's why they're wet. No other reason. Why were his hands wet?
Oh
I love
gosh.
it just doesn't explain it. No need.
No, it doesn't. It just leaves it open for you.
That's the thing though, I don't think you need everything explained. And that's what, like, some movies don't get that. So they think, oh, okay, I'm gonna fix this plot hole by explaining everything. And then there's no theories that can be made anymore because it's just shoved in someone's face. But it's the little stupid things like that that make it.
Even like deleted scenes that I've seen, like with, if you remember the scene where all the Spider-Men are trying to sneak in while dressed as like waiters and such.
Yeah.
There's a scene that they show like after they successfully have snuck in and passed like the party, and where they get into like I guess like Kingpin's private office, and then it has Spider-Noir looking at this painting and said, "Wow, look at all the brilliant purples in this painting." And Spider-Man's like, "There is literally no purple in this painting, and then Noir gets mad for some reason. He just goes, "It's purple," and then just rips it down.
That's great. Oh, what was it? They called the older, more gruff Peter. Apparently, the nickname in the office when he was being made, he was called Burrito Peter.
Like, you can't call him Fat Peter because, like, if he's fat, then we've got problems.
Yeah, that's pretty much. They were all like, okay, so if he's still in better shape than most of us, it's just like, what do we call him? It's just like, okay, we'll call him Burrito Peter.
Oh my gosh,
But he doesn't eat a burrito once in the whole movie.
No.
That scene where he eats the burger though makes you want a burger.
Oh.
Yeah, he is so enraptured by that burger.
Someone did acting for that so that they could take reference with how they did it. Because I saw the videos of it going around Twitter and Andy showed it to me. It was so cool to see that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I've sung Spider-Verse's praises multiple times, like just how much people were being supported on this film, like the animators and such, and how excited they were to show off like all the little things that they animated in the movie and like showing off how they did certain parts. It was unlike anything I'd really seen come out for an animated movie before, and it just really drew me in.
It's literally like, because it came from the same company that did the Emoji Movie, it's literally a case of corporate versus passion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like everyone in that that worked on Spider-Man for that, they were a Spider-Man fanboy or fangirl. They adored Spider-Man. And you could tell it because there's all these tiny little hidden references to like old obscure merchandise or like really crappy comics that nobody liked, etc. Like there's just, it's hidden everywhere.
Mm-hmm. I'll be right back here. There's something I need to check here real quick, if you don't mind.
Yep.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
This is a chill stream. You can do what you want.
Yeah.
Spider-Verse. Hey chat, how you guys doing? Thank you for everyone coming in, by the way. Don't forget you can subscribe to the channel, well, whatever it is, member, or whatever it is.
Yeah, I still don't get what it is on here.
Yeah, we do have emotes for Amy on here as well.
Yeah.
Kingpin was a freaking block. Yeah,
He
he was weird.
was.
I wasn't too keen on his appearance, but you get used to it.
Pretty much. So I'm currently working on a pant design that I wanted to make, which is like lava on the bottom half. And someone said, why am I not working on the skin very much? I'm painting it. So it's very small, subtle details which make it look like what it does. If I don't do that, then it doesn't look nice.
Basically, if you do Roblox, you need this.
Yep.
It'll be on a pack available on Gum.
Yep, so pretty much like the whole idea for this, and actually I can show people.
No.
Yay, let's find, where's my mannequin? I have
Where's
a,
my man?
I made myself a mannequin. Yay. Ethan, can you move? You're in the way.
Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
I didn't want to interrupt her explaining that, so.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, we got some mannequin, and then I can grab pants, and I can just put the pants on. Ta-da! Did it! It's that easy.
After all the hard work figuring it all out.
Oh yeah, it takes me ages to figure it out. But like now I can do whatever I want. It's like, oh my gosh, you know what? I want some eyes. There we go. There's some eyes. They're in the right place. I don't have to move anything. And then I also have, where's my shirts? Put t-shirt on, put that one on, because it exists. And you can just change the layer so it can go underneath the pants.
Is this for a roleplay or an online shop? Both!
Yeah, you can buy this for your roleplay! And it's got both boy and girl, so you can actually have whatever gender you want. Where's my, I can't remember where my sweat is. There we go. I am proud of
But
this.
Amy, what if I need to equip accessories?
I don't have any yet.
Shit!
I thought that was going somewhere.
Wait.
A future update.
Yeah, future update. I got a badge. Okay, look.
But wait, there's more.
It's-
Just now.
There we go. Deku badge. I
Nice.
did it.
Damn it. Oh, the shoes!
Oh yeah, I do have shoes. Where am I? I made nice shoes. Like, holy crap, I'm proud of my shoes. I got obsessed with damn shoes though.
Proud of your shoe, mama.
Yeah, look, we got galaxy shoes. Because galaxy, or I can go and put, instead of Vans, we called them Stans for some reason. There we go. Look at those. Those are nice shoes.
Look at them shoes here.
And I actually went out of my way to make certain parts are on the coat layer and then some of them are on the flat layer so that they actually stand out like separate pieces of clothing instead of all shoved on the one thing.
I'm sorry to break it to you, Cass, and you're here just for advertising.
I'm here. Hey, if I'm here just to blow you guys up, I will do that.
Of course it's not.
You will not see any kind of quality like this on any other skin. I guarantee you that.
Oh, yes.
We'll have to make Kirsten just wear the lava pants when I finish.
That sounds almost like a villain thing, isn't it?
Let him wear the lava hands.
That could be Zane's new punishment for people. It's just like, ah, grab out my my lava pants.
Let them wear lava pants.
I imagine Diaries, Zane would do that, right? That sounds legitimate.
I love how you're like, no talk about that. Right, let's talk.
What's my stream? I can talk about it if I want to talk about it, but 90% of the time when we're talking about like something else, I don't want the stream to be, oh my gosh, F meow. I love her to bits, but she has her own channel.
I get ya.
Don't worry, you'll get that soon when you stream.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm fully expecting it. That's half the comments I get on my videos anyway.
I remember once I got a comment where someone was asking if one of my OCs was Jess's, and I'm just like, I think I raged at that point. I'm just like, excuse me, how dare you try and take my child from me?
Don't touch the child.
It's my child. No. It's one thing if there's one thing I'm proud of, it's going to be my damn OCs. I'm proud of my OCs.
As you should.
They're like the dumbest children.
So what program is it that you're using to make this skin, Amy?
Photoshop.
Photoshop, okay. I figured it was. It looked familiar. I was asking because the other day I saw that program called Clip Studio Paint. And, recently had like a big sale, and like all their programs are like half off and things like that.
Yeah, I have that too, actually.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? If I ever start getting into drawing, it'd be good to just have it on deck or something, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get it.
It's definitely worth it. I actually have started using it to do my line art because it's way better than Photoshop for line art, so... So all of my commissions have been done through that, and then normal painting and stuff, I prefer no stabilizers on when I'm painting. Well, the lava looks like lava.
That it does.
Yay!
Hot and crackly and all that.
Hey man, you got pretty hard knees.
Oh gosh, I just realized that these are technically hot pants. The puns. I'm gonna do water themed ones as well, so we can have hot and cold.
Spicy pants.
I always said those calves looked like they were sculpted in a volcano.
Damn, them buns are hot.
Gosh.
Yay! I have been like, what is it called? Turn into a pun person with everyone else. Oh, there we go, so I can make it glow really bright.
Oh, there we go. Ooh. Spicy. Oh, yes. beyond sunburn.
I would wear these just to show off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they'd be like, technically you could run around with these and you could call them fireproof pants because they're not on fire.
I'm not so.
Yeah.
Not so sure about that.
Are they fireproof or just already fired and imbued?
Well, I mean, magma isn't fire. It's like liquid
I
fire.
want to see a fireman running into a house.
That'd be great.
What? Hey, he'll burn to death. Lovely.
Hang on, I'm gonna kick the door down. Oh no, I just set the door on fire.
Man, he's dying, but man, he looks great.
Oh gosh.
Let me kneel down and see if I can see anything. Oh no, I set the sidewalk on fire.
Kneels down.
Melting the sidewalk with my knees touching it.
She's like goes to talk to child at bedtime. She's like kneels down in front of child. She's just like, Dad, no, the carpet's on fire.
Someone. I just said there. I'm just gonna say this now. I die to see artist Keston.
That would be great fun. See,
I
I
actually used to draw quite a bit when I was back in high school, but I just kind of fell off the bandwagon.
well, you can join the bandwagon whenever you want.
Got a collab partner right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I just need to get the right stuff to do it with.
We can start by playing stinking Jackbox games.
Oh yeah, we're already partway there.
Oh.
I just need to get like a. See, whenever we do the Jackbox games like TKO and all that stuff, I'm always stuck doing it on my phone, so I'm having to use like my fingertips and everything to draw on a small screen. Like I would love to try and do something a little bit more with like an iPad or some kind of tablet and just kind of draw out with more space, but thing is the iPad that I have is like I got it back in 2011.
Say,
like-
when's your birthday?
October 24th.
Okay.
There's time. Woo.
No reason.
Okay. But yeah, I got that iPad like that was actually a gift from my parents. It was the iPad 2. It was like the second version of the iPad that had ever come out, and they got it for me when I was working down in Walt Disney World at the time.
Oh my gosh, that animated video.
Oh yeah.
That was great.
Actually, come to
It
think of it,
was.
I think I still have the iPad that you gave me, Andy.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
That you do.
Yeah, Andy's parents got him a new one because he got a pre-owned one that they had his sister had or something.
It was cracked.
Yeah. So they bought a new one, he got the old one, and then eventually they got him a new one and he just gave me the old one. I got the screen fixed.
Which I probably should have done.
I was astounded you did. It's just like I've had this for like a couple of years. It's just like the screen is still broken. And it was the first thing I did with it was go and get the screen fixed. Now it's an old one and I need a new one so I can draw on it.
Mm. Yeah, I couldn't see. I tried like saving up for like another tablet of some kind. I tried like a little Android one, but I'm like, ugh, this does not work at all. And then the iPad, like it was fast for its time, but nowadays it is like slow as Christmas. Actually, that doesn't make sense. Slow as molasses.
So what games were you thinking about doing on your stream anyway, eventually when you do get around to it?
Oh, well, like for if I was gonna do like a casual stream, one of the things that I got recently was the remastered Spyro collection.
Oh yeah.
They had a big sale on PlayStation Store, and I was able to snag it for a good discounted price and everything. And let's see, some fighting games. I try like Smash Brothers. I've been trying to get better in Mortal Kombat. Let's see, they recently for PlayStation Plus members, one of the free games of this month was Detroit Become Human and Heavy Rain. It'd be interesting to try. I mean, I got a lot to give it a try, and also a lot of people have been asking me to just finally finish BioShock, which I've been wanting to do for some time.
Oh,
So
you're doing a Let's Play of that at one point.
yeah, and I kind of fell off because life.
Life is hard to keep track of. Like, I was like, oh, okay, after I go back into freelance, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have lots more time to work on my own stuff. I have not done squat of my own stuff. I've been working on this instead, because there's people who were like, oh yeah, we could use this. I'm like, okay, so I'll do that, then I'll do my own stuff. I've done nothing of my own stuff at all.
Okay, it's still good. It's still good.
I really want to work on, like, I got ideas for stuff, but I haven't written anything in like 2 months. Of course, I stop writing when I get to the good bit that I've been waiting to get to be able to, like, write fun stuff.
And oh, another thing I was thinking of there, like with my videos that I've been doing and such, like I was trying to get more into horror games and just to see how I'd react to them, because you're talking to a guy who has never been into even a haunted house before, and so I don't do well with horror, basically. And the first horror game that I ever completed was like Bendy and the Ink Machine, which I guess is kind of like a softer like horror game.
It's kind of like almost
to
like
some people,
kid,
but to
yeah.
me it kind of freaked me out.
Yeah, I can watch horror movies without a problem, but horror games, no.
Like Resident Evil 4, like I know it's technically like more of an action-packed game, but still, it freaks me out sometimes trying to watch it or trying to play it, really.
I can get
like
behind Resident Evil and stuff. Resident Evil 4, that is. Like Resident Evil 7, hell no.
Oh yeah, 7. Oh, don't even get me started on that.
See, I'm fine with, like, that kind of stuff. I just can't handle, because I have anxiety issues now. It's the anxiety that'll get me, whereas, like, the actual scary moments of a game, I just kind of laugh at it. That's my reaction for it normally. It's like, so it's just like someone pops out of somewhere and just, like, accidentally kills you. It's just like, I just laugh about it instead of scream or jump. Now all I do is jump.
I can't do it. Like, I remember when I played Amnesia, and like I didn't even get to where the monster appears. My mind conjured up enough.
I played that on your stream once, and everyone's just like, Amy is so chill about this. This is insane. I'm just like throwing books everywhere, running around, yelling out, where the hell is this monster? I want to play. I should play a scary game at some point.
You should, to be honest, especially if you're not like, if you're just okay about it.
Now Amanda, she loves horror stuff, like the horror movies. Like she loves going to check those out most of the time. But horror games, I don't think she's really played a lot of horror games herself. So yeah, it's just kind of that thing where you're the one that's kind of like put into the situation. And I guess the anxiety just kind of builds up on your end, knowing you're the one that has to try and survive this, not some other random character.
It's also the fact that it doesn't progress unless you progress. Whereas a movie is going to progress regardless of whether you're watching it or not, unless you turn it off. Obviously, then it's not. But
looks like we got the same. Looks like we got in the same sort of relationship then.
I love scary stories.
Let the ladies handle the scary game.
Yeah, see, like,
Yeah.
we recently, because we watched a scary movie. Scary movies don't get me, but I cannot handle gore in scary movies. And a lot of the movies now go for shock value. So you'll just have, like, it doesn't cut away like it used to. You just get a full-on gory thing. I'm just like, okay, nope, cannot, nope.
Yeah,
I'm fine with horror movies, not at all.
Yeah, well, Amanda had actually went with a friend the other night to watch that new movie that came out called Midsummer. It was made by the same people that did that movie Hereditary.
Right?
It's supposed to be really scary, and she came back out saying she just felt genuinely like freaked out over it.
Oh,
Like,
that was, yeah.
Like there's a lot of stuff in there that could easily like it has like some kind of like it's kind of hard to explain. There's some parts in that movie that could genuinely trigger some people.
Yeah.
Like some of the things that it uses in the movie to provide shock value and horror and everything. And she said, even though it was good, she just doesn't think it was the movie for her. So she doesn't think she wants to see it again.
Yeah, the only horror movies I can't deal with are the ones based on something real that happened. So, like, which has annoyed me because I was on like a horror kick back in university, and then I watched the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, not being told until the end that it was real and they had actual footage. It's like, well, thanks for that.
See, I like those scary stories you get on the internet, like the Let's Not Meet and stuff, because they're all real ones. But like, I cannot handle the visual side of like a really gory story.
Yeah, I don't know how people get through those. It's just this.
You know what, chat? I agree. French fries are amazing. Sorry.
Yeah. Heart. Weird flex, but okay.
Just realized that my shimijis ran away from me. They're on the other side of the screen.
It's like, oh shit, you're talking about horror. Oh shit.
Some people are talking about Godzilla. Now that's one movie I did see recently, Godzilla King of the Monsters. It was actually when I was up at Colossal Con in Sandusky, Ohio there, and we got to see a late night showing of it, and man, was that a thrill ride.
Oh, was it good?
Oh yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. Like for a guy who was a fan of Godzilla growing up too, to finally see like an up-to-date Godzilla, like show more of Godzilla and the monsters and everything, and have them, updated for this kind of time. It was bombastic.
Yeah, I feel like I'm nowhere near as like. I mean, remember when I was younger, like any movie that came out, we knew about it instantly. Now I just feel like that's not a thing anymore.
We're out of touch, like our parents.
I mean, there's so much stuff out there that you gotta keep track of, like not just movies, but video games and TV shows and books and things like that. There's so much proliferation of media out there, it's hard to keep up with it all.
And memes.
No breathing.
Andy only keeps in touch with the memes.
Don't give a care if it's a movie I'm not seeing.
Never seen the first Godzilla? Not well. Depends what you mean by the first, because like the first.
It's like black and white.
Probably no. It's not aged. It's not aged well.
Yeah.
But like
Which they did.
What's it
Oh
called?
no,
The
go
one
ahead.
with- Yeah, it's okay. The one I can't remember what it's called. The one with the worm guy. The one with his name is the actor.
The worm
That's
guy.
the weirdest
Yeah,
description.
that one. Shoot, Matthew Broderick.
Is that it? Matthew.
Yeah.
Matthew Broderick. Yeah. So that one, which came out in 1998, I think it's still alright. Like I'd definitely say it's got its cheesy values in it.
Yeah.
But towards the end, there are actually like more like heart-pounding situations in it.
I remember watching King Kong when it was remade ages ago.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Kong Skull Island. Oh, you mean that one or the one by Peter Jackson?
Both really.
I don't remember. Basically, every movie I ever watched was my dad picked it.
Oh.
Yep. And then when I was like teens, if I picked a movie, it was anime, and that was not watched in the living room.
Weeb.
I'm the only one who's ever seen a One Piece movie in my house, apart from my little sister, who I got obsessed with it, which is great. I'm so happy I managed to get somebody else obsessed with One Piece.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed both of them though. Like, I think they were both pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm making an
Although I
actual
tend-
pattern.
Oh yeah. So the thing is that like I can get lost in a movie very easily.
Mm-hmm. Like If it sets up the world well enough, like you can just let yourself get absorbed into it pretty easily.
Yeah, the movie has to be extraordinarily bad for me to get sucked out.
You remember you went on that stinking binge where you watched Sharknado, and you're just like,
Oh,
this
yeah, no, I
movie
knew
is
that was bad.
awful and it's amazing. I'm just like, yay.
I never said it was amazing. I knew it was garbage going in, so I was like, eh.
We also watched a couple other movies that were garbage. We were just looking at the worst movies on like the IMDb list or whatever we were looking at, and we're just like, okay, we're just gonna watch these. I don't recommend it.
I remember watching one of the latest Predator movies. That was god awful. Terrible.
It wasn't like Prometheus, or was it a different one? That's
No, Predator movie. Like,
Oh,
it's
okay.
specifically called Predator.
ah. I know there was a movie my dad like wanted us to watch. I think my mom watched 5 minutes and then just walked out of the room. And then I also remember my dad bringing out a movie he thought was a family-friendly movie, and the first it wasn't even 5 minutes, and it was 2 minutes, and it was this full lady just coming out of the shower completely naked, and it was just like, great, we all gathered in the living room for this, along with my grandmother.
Gather around, children.
The look on my grandmother's face is like the funniest thing I'd ever seen, because she's not the kind of person to watch that kind of movie.
Has anyone seen the original Jaws? Yes.
I don't think I've ever watched the whole thing.
Jaws was pretty good. It's definitely what made the people fear sharks.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt about that.
I do feel sorry for some sharks that ended up getting butchered because of it, though. Obviously, it wasn't the
Yeah.
movie's fault, it's people's fault. Don't go, like, attacking sharks. It's not nice.
Of course, if they attack you, it's not nice either.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Most of them are stay in the water unprovoked.
Well, apparently
Yeah.
they don't actually like the way humans taste in the first place.
Oh.
Yeah,
See,
they...
this is why I stay on land. Because unless they get legs, we're good.
Yeah, because I lived in Australia, there was they had a lot about, like, sharks and stuff, but there were a lot of documentaries going around as to why sharks are fine. It's just that every now and then you'll get one curious shark that will just decide, okay, I'm gonna try it, and just goes after a person because it's an obviously easy meal.
I love how it's just done to the equivalent of us, like, walking down the street. It's like, oh, that's a new restaurant, let's try it out.
Pretty much.
Sharks with legs. Yeah, guys, it's gonna happen. Sharks with legs. That's when
Oh.
that is how the human race ends.
There was a series we started watching on Netflix at one point. I think we finished it, which is why we didn't continue, but they had Hollywood weapons. So, like, he was testing to see if you could actually do scenes that they did in Hollywood, but he'd go and see the people who made the series or the movie or whatever, and they'd go through this warehouse that had every single movie prop you could think of. And that was really cool. Like, they had the shark from Jaws in it.
Yeah, it was quite interesting, actually.
Sounds like it.
I like
You'd probably-
documentaries and stuff like that.
Have you ever heard the story about the Jurassic Park, like the animatronic T-Rex that they had in like the first movie?
Kind of, I think.
Well, it's talking about how dangerous the prop actually was.
Oh, I think I've heard about that actually.
Yeah, so basically, you can find stories about this online and everything. Basically, what it is that whenever they had to use this prop for like the rainy scenes or anything like that, they would have to take time to, to dry it out and clean it out, the insides, make sure nothing was seeping through the skin on it or anything like that. But the only way they could check the insides and clean this thing out was to have somebody crawl up on the inside of it, like through the mouth, and get to the insides and like go through like the rib cage and everything. And the thing was, it had to be kept on to make sure like all the parts on the inside were like expanded out. and
No.
if it turned off, the parts would, you know, contract back in and could potentially crush somebody.
Oh,
I thought you said you didn't like horror things.
yeah, but that's just, if it was in a movie, I'd be fine.
Yeah.
But like doing that IRL, it's like, nope.
I mean,
And there,
yeah.
yeah, and there is a story of a guy who had who was working on the movie and had to do this very thing. Had to go inside, clean it out, make sure all the electronics were working properly. And there was one night when he was doing that there was a power surge and the power went off while he was still inside.
Ooh.
And he had to roll himself up in a ball, you know, as tight as it can while that machine, you know, started, you know, closing in on him while that T-Rex was powering down. And somehow he miraculously made it, but it was like that very instance that they were warning people about that happened.
The bite of 87 in real life.
Yeah,
Nah, that's
like if you look up Jurassic Park T-Rex on Google, one of the first stories is as dangerous as a real dinosaur from the Stan Winston School of Character Arts. And it shows like them working on, at least working on the outside, like how they put the skin on and everything, and like how they had to get a guy to go inside and, you know, try and fix everything. It's pretty fascinating.
yeah, I can see the video now. I think I'll watch that later. But yeah, it's like, oh god, you couldn't
know
pay me
it's
enough.
just
You couldn't pay me enough to do that.
It's terrifying, actually, the kind of things people will do for show business. And, like, we don't see any of that. Like, there's been people who've died making movies and stuff like that. And, of course, like, the fans don't see anything like that. They just see the movie when it comes out. And they can be pretty harsh to these movies. It's just like, I don't think you understand just how there's a reason why movies cost as much as they do.
Although I had a binge of the Jurassic Park movies not that, like a couple of months ago, and like watching it now, you can appreciate how good it was.
Oh yeah.
It's
I
like,
mean, the original Jurassic Park holds up remarkably well. But yeah.
stunt doubles.
But yeah, a lot of people are saying that's some Five Nights at Freddy lore right there. That's
Really?
essentially it, right? Just on a much bigger scale.
This is why you
I'll
don't
take the
have
finale.
animatronics, guys. No. Just get a
Oh my
robot
gosh.
with the rope for opening its mouth.
Because they're doing a FNAF movie, like, aren't they? Like, can you imagine if they just
Yeah,
make the
they're supposed
T-Rex
to be.
on it?
They threw a T-Rex into that movie. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's definitely getting a nice lava. I'm not trying to think of the right word. Lava leak glow. No. It's lovely.
it's lovely.
So
Oh
lovely.
gosh.
Lovely. Oh, we've been watching, because I've never watched Star Trek. Like, never.
Yeah, neither
So-
I really.
Oh,
yeah.
what?
We started working, because Amy has, so we started watching Generations, the one with Picard. It's so good. It's
Is it?
really
It's
good. Yeah.
genuinely really good. Like,
Character interactions are great.
so basically, like, the thing that, because my dad was obsessed with Star Trek, so he made all of us kids sit down and watch Star Trek with him. And we actually genuinely watched 3 different seasons or series of Star Trek with him. We watched the Kirk one, then we saw Picard, and that's when we actually decided we liked it. Kirk's one was boring. It's mostly talking, less action, because they didn't have the funds for it. Picard's, there's a puzzle every episode.
Yeah, it's definitely got cheesy effects, but
It's
it's
so
like,
funny.
but yeah, it's part of the charm. But yeah, the character interactions are like really good.
Yeah, there's one we watched recently where they go into a holodeck, so like everything is it's like putting a VR on, but you step into a room and everything is just VR. And they go to an old what was it, like 60s or 40s, that was it. And they're like getting excited because they got arrested. Or they saw somebody like pull out a gun and they're just like, oh my gosh, look, it's an authentic gun, and they're driving automobiles. It's
And of
so
course,
good.
Patrick Stewart kills it.
What is Star Trek? Oh my gosh. Okay, so Star Trek's old. I would suggest you look it up. It's definitely worth it. It was good. I enjoyed it. Andy enjoys it. Data is the best. I don't care what anyone says. He's the cinnamon bun of everything that has ever been. Okay, I'm gonna actually see if this pattern works.
How are you guys doing today? Have you had a good 4th of July? Well, me and Amy don't celebrate it, Gaston.
Mine went pretty well. I actually went and saw the fireworks the day before the 4th of July because I figured everyone was going to be out on the 4th instead of the 3rd, so I got my fireworks binge in, so I was pretty good.
Fair enough.
Yay, we got lava pants.
I just kept seeing like tweets about like people not celebrating 4th to go and like calm like shelter dogs, and it's like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, I saw those too.
I love that. It's like the sweetest thing ever. It's just like everyone's like, okay, we don't care about the fireworks, just please look after the dogs.
Yeah, apparently that was a big movement that was going on there for a while there. You know, people encouraging others to, go out and, help shelter dogs and things like that.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the earthquake.
Of, like large groups of people, like in shelters, just, sitting with these dogs.
I thought you were talking about the movement as in like the earthquake.
Oh, well that too. But yeah, there was a big earthquake that happened in California there. Well, it was kind of like on the state line there, but people in Los Angeles could feel it apparently. And but the best thing that I had seen that it came out of that was in regards to Anime Expo and the stupidly large lines that they have. Apparently, after the earthquake happened, there was a news reporter that was flying over in a helicopter and was looking down and saying, and here, folks, you can see a large amount of people that has evacuated the building due to the earthquake, and, oh, no, wait, that's just the line trying to get in. Oh, my apologies. Oh, it was like, if that doesn't sum up Anime Expo, I don't know what does.
I want to go to more anime conventions. They don't have a lot of that kind of thing over here as much. Or at least not that I'm aware of.
They don't have as many as America for obvious reasons, but we have a few, but like, I don't know, it's awkward. Like, transportation over here is expensive.
It really is.
Dumb.
It is a germ. You've never been to a convention. I was the same until I moved.
If you're gonna go with friends.
Yeah.
Or like, meet friends at it.
Definitely the preferred way to go about it. That made me think I had a interesting moment when I was at Colossal Con, and there was one day where me and Amanda were dressed up as Zane and Michi.
Oh, I saw, yeah.
Yeah, and we were walking around kind of near the end of the day there, and there was somebody that walked by us. There was a guy that just yelled at me and said, "Love the Zane cosplay." I said, "Oh, thanks," and he just kept on walking.
He should have turned around and actually done it, though.
I know, I was about to, but he was just gone. I'm like, oh, if only he knew. Well, we did have a moment like that. Not too long after that, we were standing around waiting for another one of our friends to get out of panel or finish in like the dealer alley somewhere, and there was like a group of girls standing by me and Amanda, and she recognized our characters and just wanted to take a picture of us, and we could tell she didn't really know who we were, like, under it. And so we took the pictures with her and everything, and then Amanda, she had some prints that one of our friends had made of Zane and Michi, and she said, "Do you want us to sign one of these prints?" And the girl looked confused for a second. It's like, yeah, sure. And I finally just said, we're asking because we're the actual voice actors for Michi and Zane, and you could see like the wheels start to turn in her head, and then she just went, "Oh my god!"
Oh, we had that once. We were doing, we went to a convention and there was one person who came up and she didn't twig that, because like she had like AFMAL stuff on, and then like she'd come over and was looking at like me and Andy's stuff because she'd just come over to see a different YouTuber.
We had a panel thing going.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then she's just like, oh, okay. So it's just like, can I just get this signed or whatever? And it's just like, oh yeah. She's like, just a question, but do you know AFMAL? She's like, oh yeah, I love AFMAL. So he just did Gareth's voice, and she freaked out. Then she ran away. She came back with her phone, and she was FaceTiming with all of her friends because they didn't come. And then she's like, you won't believe it, but Gareth is here.
I love that. I love that feeling. It's so great.
I know. I actually had a moment like that happen the other day while I was at work. I was just getting ready to walk out, and then was telling my coworkers about how I'm going to go VidCon in Anaheim there. And I told her that a YouTuber that I do voices for is flying me out, and one guy said, "Which YouTuber is it? I'm kind of curious now." And I said, "Well, her name on YouTube is AFMAL." And then his eyes get wide, and I was like, he said, "Get out of here!" Said, "My daughter watches her all the time."
That
He
is
had
so
no
great.
idea that was me that did that.
That's amazing.
Oh, shut up! I said, tell her. Oh, if you text her, tell her that you work with the guy that voices Zane and Dante. He said, "Oh, sure, I will." He said, "Oh, my daughter's gonna poop a gold brick after this."
Oh my god.
And then the next day, he came back to me. He said, "Keston, I just want to let you know that I told her that you were here and showed her the picture we took, and she was bawling that you actually are like that close and that you're actually there.
Aww.
That you that you knew her dad." So it was quite the moment.
That's great. That's what makes doing it all worthwhile.
Definitely.
I love whenever I can do that with my niece, because my niece is she's a very strange little kid, but like every time I've met like someone that she likes, so there was a point where like I was doing all this stuff for Amy Lee, and I found out that she'd been watching Amy Lee's stuff, so I got her a poster sent over that'd been signed, and she just like freaked out, and it's still on like the what's it called, the wall next to her bed. But I found out now that she likes, because she watches AFMAL stuff. But I'm just like, yeah, no, I work with AFMAL. She's like, oh, wow. It's just like, who's your favorite character? And she's like, Zane. I'm just like, I know, I'm friends with Keston, who does Zane's voice. And she's just like, what? Are you serious? Excuse me? It's just like, the response is great, just because like you don't expect half of what comes out of their mouth.
Uh-huh. Yeah, there was one moment like that had happened where I was on vacation with my family here about a week or so ago, and we were traveling around, stopping at like a big shopping mall, and I was in a board game store that was there, and was just walking out, and there's a young girl there, like maybe like 8 or 10 years old, with her mom and aunt, I believe. And she ran up to me because I was wearing my hat. She said, "Are you Keston?" I said, "Yeah, I am." And she rips her phone out and comes over to her mom, and she says, "Mom, take a picture. YouTube, don't ask questions."
Oh my gosh.
Mom, don't ask questions.
It was great.
You need to. Oh my god, we should mention to Jess about getting that into a script.
Take a picture, don't ask questions.
Mom, YouTube. Do I have...
I want to go to more conventions.
Yeah. There's definitely a lot more Minecraft conventions I noticed happen over there in Great Britain than there are over here.
Yeah, they seem to be making more of a move for it here, but for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Interesting. Oh, hey, Heidi's in the chat. I didn't notice that.
Oh, yeah, Heidi's normally in here. Heidi came over was it a couple of months ago or like last month? I can't remember. I'm really bad with dates, like my gosh. But she came over and she actually made an entire convention just for me when she came over.
I saw that. That was such a sweet gesture.
It was the nicest thing like anyone had ever done for me.
Back in May, she says.
That's when it was. Yeah, I still have like so she gave me this plushie and this plushie is gigantic. It's like almost as big as me. And it's just of Relic, one of my characters.
Oh.
It is the sweetest thing.
So much fun to plan, she says.
I'm glad because I hate planning.
It's yeah.
Planning's fun. What are you talking
No.
about?
Yeah, we know when we've moved house and we're all settled in a bit more, we should we'll probably be able to dedicate a bit more to going to VidCon or something.
Yeah, I need to work on. I've always been debating like you know I've been talking about for a long time trying to move to Texas and things like that, and well Amanda has wanted to move down that way as well. It's just trying to find the right opportunity to get down there and wondering if that's the best way to go about your career and such. Like there's a lot of details you got to keep in mind. Like I'm starting to get to a point where my parents are kind of like doing that thing where like they're subtly guilt tripping you.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's like my mom, like I'm an only child, so I'm really good friends with my parents and everything. Like we're on a really good relationship, and she's just going, it's like, so you're still thinking about moving to Texas? I said, yeah. She's like, you know I can't see you as often, right?
Yeah, I had a similar thing, but like at the end of the day, you're never gonna be able to do anything for yourself if you don't do stuff like that.
I know. I've still been trying to work through it and trying to apply for job opportunities down there. It just takes a long time for anything to get processed. And if I did just land something like a job opportunity out of nowhere, like me working where I do, it would take a long time for all that to start coming through, like a couple months at least.
Yeah.
And I would have to be ready to just pack up and ship out.
How long does it take for a plane ride from the USA to the UK? Depends on where you're going. If you're going to like the east side, it might be like 4 or 5 hours. If you're going to like the west, it'll take like 9.
Yep, it is a stinking long ride though.
Hi, saying, well, since you have experience with rooster teeth now, it would be easier to get down to Texas.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, there are still plenty of people that I know that live down in Texas and such. Like, that's the biggest thing that I was worried about at first, because I wouldn't have it like any family, like blood-related family down in Texas. It'd just be like people that I have met through voiceover work and acquaintances and such. So, so I would have to, be sure that I'd be comfortable with that and know that I have a good support network down there and everything.
Yeah. Well, you'd have a lot of friends down there, definitely.
Of course, I've had a lot of friends recently that have been heading to different places now. Like some people I know have moved out to LA now, planning on actually moving to Japan like the next year or so. A couple more here and there, but yeah, it would take some work and definitely a lot of planning. So I'm hoping that I can make it work at some point or another. Like I said, I've been applying for jobs and everything like that, trying to, set the groundwork for it. But until someone finally bites and say, hey, you got the job, get on down here.
Come on down.
Move thy tush.
I mean, I would love to get to the point where I could just support myself, like on what I do for like voiceover work or YouTube or streaming, what have you, just the online entertainment stuff. But I am not there yet.
Yeah, it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
Although, if you do try to do that at one point, you are surrounded by a lot of other people who are doing it, so you could definitely get the boost for it.
Someone wants to ask me a question.
Never.
Do you want to answer?
I've answered a couple questions here and there already, so go ahead. See if they answer anything. A sub says it's about 7 and a bit hours, according to the interwebs, from New York to London.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Concord was 3.5 hours. Concord fanboy. Wait, are you talking about the Concord plane? I didn't realize that was still being run. I thought it was like, stopped.
Oh, they're going so fast you didn't know they were there.
So the question, do I voice act through Discord and TeamSpeak?
I'm sorry,
I
what?
don't think anyone uses TeamSpeak anymore, do they? Like, or is that still a thing?
It's used, but that's not how it works. Unless you mean like we're being directed by somebody for it, then yes.
Yeah, I mean, that is something that happens. Like, sometimes if you're not in the area of where a director is for a certain project, they can have you get on Skype or Discord or what have you, and then they'll direct you while you're recording yourself on your end. So that is a thing that does happen. Like, I did it recently.
TeamSpeak is technically better. Yeah, it just looks like crap.
Yeah, Discord definitely looks... I find it's easier to use for me because I like how it works.
Oh, thank you, Boswell.
What Buzz?
Your
And
name.
Oh, what? Buzzword, why?
You're number 9.
Oh my god.
Number 9 lunch. I really want to voice up. I'm 13. There are people who are like way younger than that who've started and done it. They need voices of every age. You can do it any age.
Yeah, no joke. I was trying to find someone who was a kid because, trying to find someone who does an authentic child voice is hard because your voice changes a lot as you get older. So it's nice when you've got someone who actually is really young to do that role. Same with getting people who are genuinely older as well.
One person asking at everyone, how did you guys get into voice acting?
I kind of just accidentally.
I was gonna say, do I have to answer this question?
Yes.
Wait.
Sorry, go on.
No, I was distracted by another question there, but yeah, me voice acting wise, it was kind of like just spur of the moment thing too. Like, I had always loved impersonating cartoon voices when I was a kid, like the Looney Tunes, like Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, things like that. And I never really realized that was actually a job until YouTube started coming around. I started seeing people, put their voices over cartoons and things like that, and somehow it eventually clicked to me wait a minute, people actually get paid to do this stuff. I said, maybe I should read into this more. So I started reading up on it more, talking to people. That's why the Captain Falcon thing I did for Death Battle was so special to me, because that Captain Falcon was the first character I ever voiced when I started out for like a little machinima. There was a little thing called Commandos Brawl Police, and I had to make Captain Falcon sound like Zap Brannigan from Futurama. There's a Captain Douglas James Falcon reporting for duty.
Oh my gosh.
Right, just quickly, I'm going to add Ellie Montian.
Oh, yep.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
You may have to join back because Discord. Oh, never mind, it worked.
Woo woo.
But yeah, it's pretty much the same story on my side. Just mine came through an interview with during a game for the game Dust and Elysian Tale, and then there's like, hey, I think you have a knack for this. You want to try doing it? I was like, yeah. So I did. Yeah.
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 Yeah!
Yay!
Hell yeah.
Yeah!
Hi.
Hi!
could be like hi or hi in Japanese. Yeah.
Such a weed.
Like when people say Ohio to me, do you mean the state or are you saying good morning?
Ohio.
Hey,
Hiya.
how you doing?
How are you guys doing?
Quite good.
Oh, just wonderful.
I am friends with these people.
Yes.
That was your mistake.
What do you mean mistake? It's like the best thing I ever done in my life.
That's correct. Wink.
I didn't realize that it was a right or wrong answer.
Haha, the charade is being kept. Haha.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes, we are friends.
for now.
Apparently the music's a bit loud, Amy.
Oh, okay. I'll turn it down.
That
Donk da donk.
Boop, boop.
No, not donk da donk.
See, it's all about the bass. No treble.
I thought it was no trouble, like when
Yeah.
I first heard it.
Same.
Uh-huh.
And I started recording like a cover for when they were doing Stars in Their Eyes again. You remember Stars in Their Eyes,
Oh
Andy?
my god.
Yeah, they were revamping it, and they only had like one season. And I went for it because my vocal coach was like, "Here, go for it." But then I dropped from it because they were like wanting me to be Justin Bieber, and I was like, "No, thank you, I'm good." They're like, they're like, you could do boy voices, right? And like singing different voices. You could be Justin Bieber for Stars in Their Eyes. I was like, no. But yeah, I recorded Meghan Trainor as a test, and trouble, and I was like, wait a minute. Well, I'm sending it anyway.
Ooh, ooh.
Yay, I finished one pair of pants.
Yay!
We're watching Amy make lava pants.
Yeah.
Never ends.
Now I can change their color. Like, stupid easy.
The hot pants.
Called cheating.
Yes, for those wondering in the chat, this is Eiley Monty that we added to the call here just a second ago.
I'm Monty. Hi.
Hugh,
Wait,
Hugh,
where are you
Hugh.
streaming?
YouTube.
YouTube, yeah.
Oh, no wonder. I was like,
On Amy's channel, you can find it there.
Yeah, I am a YouTuber. It's called Amy Can Put Out a Stream Instead of a Video. Yay.
I did.
I am like the laziest YouTuber, I think.
No, I've seen way lazier. Thank you for the 99 cents again, Boswell.
Oh, thank you, Boswald.
Just keeps dropping these.
Oh my gosh. Boswell's great.
He is slowly making it rain.
He's been doing that for years.
I'm just imagining just like the making it rain thing. It's just really like.
One,
What?
2.
That's how Brom makes it rain.
We're about to get to 3, ladies.
Mm-hmm. What you think?
Oh
of
my
that?
God.
Yeah, it's 3.
Hey, I'm gonna have to ban you.
Don't ban me!
Oh no.
No!
Friendship is
I was-
dangerous.
Chat, ooh-woo! Chat, ooh-woo! Go against Andy!
You got timed out by a mod. Good job, mod.
Yeah, oh wait, what? You didn't do that, it was a mod?
Yeah,
How
it
dare
was
you?
sub.
Ooh-woo's in the chat! Ooh-woo!
Sub's got those eagle eyes.
Sub. Oh, we used to have like competitions
Oh,
with
I did
sub.
ooey by mistake. Never mind.
We used to have. Oh my gosh.
Ew.
Ewy. Yeah, we used to have competitions with sub to see who could ban somebody fastest when there was a problem. So it's just like, okay, I'm gonna get there first. It's just like, no, you won't.
Someone put owl.
I saw that.
I'm gonna break those cuffs. You can't break those cuffs.
The ooh to my woo.
Oh my gosh, that'd be great on a t-shirt. You could have that as a couple's shirt.
or just have it like a giant uwu, and when you combine, it then says uwu.
Ew. So I can now change the color of the lava to any color.
Damn, that's hot.
Yay, now I can cheat!
Oh wait, no, sorry, hold on. That's not the present meme, is it? Oh man, there's that.
I went on VR chat the first time last night. There was a Will Smith that came over and was like, "Oh, that's hot, and he had some hot sauce. That's why.
VR chat is it's the greatest and probably the scariest thing ever made.
I loved it.
I've got a headset where I can actually play on that now. I need to give it a try.
It was so heartbreaking when like there was like these cute little like birds and I couldn't pat them. I was like, oh no, I am but a statue, Monty. It was so sad. People would come over and be like, pat, and I'm like just standing there like.
Oh, sorry, I just saw something funny.
These arms are just for show.
It's so awkward.
Andy.
It's like I
Yeah.
walk.
Someone just said, when you know the house trying to get someone to voice Ronan. Someone just responded with, "This guy seems like one of those characters that's either a good friend or a great dad."
No, he's neither.
No, he's the opposite. It's just like child does
You
something
couldn't have-
bad, just murders child.
You couldn't have gotten the wronger end of the stick. But this guy seems nice.
I gotta have like one or two crazy characters.
What are the lava pants for them?
Minecraft.
Oh, just in general.
Yeah, so you can. I'm basically making packs for people who can't make HD clothes, so they can buy mine instead and help me pay
For their
bills.
role plays.
Huh.
Yeah, they can help me pay bills while I do stuff.
I got bills.
I got it.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if we ever told you about the friend that we, the guy who voices Amy's character called Tama. He's got the really deep voice for it, and because his character's gay. So it's just like, I got pills, and I'm gay, and I'm gonna work every day. I'm gonna see if I can find it actually, because I can't do it in comparison.
It's really good. His voice is so damn deep, and like, he does not look like the kind of person who could do it, but like,
No,
yeah.
it's a shocker.
When you meet people like that, it really throws you for a loop. Like, I was in a voiceover class a couple months back in February with Sonny Strait, and there was a guy in there. His name was Economo, and he looked like pretty young, like close to my age, maybe a bit younger, but he had one of the deepest voices that I'd ever heard. And it was like whenever he did like a pompous villain voice or anything like that, man, did it work so well.
It's so good.
Speaking of voice acting, I mean, I've definitely come across people where I've met them online and I've never really seen a picture of them, and I like meet them in person. And I'm like, oh, you're different to how I pictured.
Oh, it was still weird trying, cause like what you hear on a microphone is still slightly different than what you hear in person. Cause like when I first met Andy in person, I'd only ever heard him through a microphone. So like it was so weird hearing him without a microphone.
So when he first introduced himself, he was like, "Hi, I'm Andy."
Yeah,
No, you're not.
cause I'd never gone overseas before. I was tiny, so like everyone was coming through, and you couldn't even see the top of my head compared to everyone else. And then like I just see Andy, and Andy's huge, and I'm just like, I feel even shorter now. Great.
I'm a thick boy.
Do me dick.
Do me Duke. I'm thick and proud, baby.
Where did that meme come from?
No idea. The internet is full of memes.
The
Full of danger and memes.
Yeah, I was gonna say the internet's full of a lot of things, not just the memes.
This had like voice actors like. Where did this like come from in the first place? It's so odd, but it's dummy funny.
Don't you mean dummy thick
Okay, I
at this
found
point?
that thing. I'm just gonna wait until he gets to it.
I don't know where it came from, but reading on the, trying to find the history online, like knowyourmeme.com.
Oh yeah.
Oh
like
yeah.
trying to find where this is from. Let's see. Dummy, part of a series on thick view-related entries.
What?
Thick
And-
entries.
Dummy thick is a slang expression based on the term thick, indicating that someone is exceptionally voluptuous. Online, the phrase is typically used as a synonym for extra thick.
Oh my.
The exact origin of dummy thick is unknown. On January 2nd, 2018, Urban Dictionary used Dreamy Memes submitted an entry with the expression defining it as, quote, more than just regular thick, like really, really thick.
One day, like in the future, people are gonna be digging this stuff up and they're just gonna be trying to find the origins of memes.
The first time I had heard it was, there was like a tweet, which actually it shows right here. On January 12, 2019, Twitter user Snow Radish posts a mock tweet written from the perspective of Metal Gear character Solid Snake, saying, Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm dummy thick, and the clap from my butt cheeks keep alerting the guards.
What?
Golly.
Oh,
That was-
My favorite.
God.
My
couldn't-
favorite one is Brock Baker doing his Winnie the Pooh, saying it.
Oh no!
Clap up my ass cheek, alerted the bees.
Oh, bother.
That's one of those voices where I'm like, dang it, I wish I was a guy so I could do Winnie the Pooh impressions.
Where I'm a guy and I can't do it.
Mhm. It is tough.
Oh yeah, I imagine it's like yeah, a hard one.
Well, it's one of those things of like, it's like, you're male or female, okay? Here are the voices that you have been allotted.
Mm. Oh yeah, I mean like when people ask me like, what voices can't you do? I'm like, male. That's my answer in panels. I'm like, guy voices, boy voices, little boy voices, but not men. For I do not have the manly vocals, unless I'm pitch like shifting myself, like we did in another call.
Oh
Remember?
gosh.
Remember?
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, that was a pretty dumb and thick voice.
Oh, beautiful voice. Dr. Tickles has the best.
Oh, okay, I don't think Keston's seen that actually.
No, I don't think I have.
Do you want to reveal Dr. Tickles?
Let me see if I can set it up. It'll take me a while.
While you do that, do you want to play the Tama, the dummy thick boy?
I'll try. Hold on.
I'm trying to remember how I.
Yeah, we've all got to set up stuff now. So,
No.
alright, let's try this. Yeah, just gotta get it to that point now. Ah! Loud. No, I turned it off, damn it.
Copyright.
Okay, here we go. But he's like the skinniest Asian man who's a dancer. And that he does that. It's like what the
We actually got to see the way he does it in that particular video too, actually, because he sent a video rather than just a voice file.
It was actually very helpful.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like he does great dancing and all that as well. And the fact he can do that, it's like, damn, dude.
I'm most proud that he lives in New Zealand, so he's technically a Kiwi, so yay. I've got way more pride for my country after I left it. I kind of know that.
Okay, now I've got rid of myself. Now I'm proud of you.
It's kind of how it is at this point. Okay. I managed to get one entire set of pants done, so now I can do water ones.
Looking good.
Drop those pants.
Not in public,
Every
dear.
time I always think of the Dick and Don song. I got my head in my pants. It's a groovy disco trance, and they were clean just last week. Yeah, baby, look at me. It was on a kids show. Do you remember? Andy, do you remember?
I remember the show. I don't remember the song.
Oh, it's so good. And then, yeah, they had like Diddly Squid song and all that.
There's a lot of
Diddly Squid.
very strange things that I'm learning about this
Oh, you-
country.
I remember when that took over the country. Just like people
Oh,
were
yeah.
people trying to shout the word bogies, and like they would try and shout it louder and louder and louder until they could get away with it.
I feel like there's always a word that like spirals out of control in society at one point. Like the first time,
Society.
well, like there was a point where the word bugger was being used on TV. So of course, because it was in one ad, it was everywhere at school, but it was considered a bad word. So you got all these kids getting in detention for saying this word that was on TV during prime time, like when everyone was watching after school.
You know, I was just thinking of when we were talking about dummy thick. You know who I would love to hear to say the word dummy thick? Porky Pig.
Oh gosh.
Dummy thick?
Sorry, but I'm exceptionally voluptuous.
That's right.
And that's my comedy bit for the evening.
And I'm done.
I don't have to do anything else. You hear that last one? Nailed it!
It's funny as well. Like, I did a Q&A for a video, like the last one I put up, and one of the questions was, it's the typical question of like, how many voices can you do and can we see some?
Ah!
And it wasn't until I started doing it, I was like, damn, well, I actually can do a few. Like, you always forget the ones you can do.
Uh-huh. Yeah, when you start really like trying to dig down for it, you can surprise yourself.
It's like, oh yeah, I could do that. I forgot about that one. Oh gosh.
You're right there.
Now people are saying, what if Mickey Mouse said dummy thick?
Oh gosh. There was a friend, like, so I used to have two friends. One did a terrible Mickey Mouse impression, but everyone just called it the Rape Mickey because it kind of just...
Oh no!
That's literally what it sounded
That's
like.
the worst name
Yep.
you could ever create for something.
But basically he would say like these really bizarre things you wouldn't expect Mickey to say to this guy who could do a Winnie the Pooh impression almost perfectly. So you just have Winnie the Pooh telling everyone that he's very uncomfortable and he really doesn't want to be here anymore. And it's just like, it was the most awkward stream of my life.
Yeah. Hey, the mascot of an evil corporation. Don't we think?
Well, I gotta say, you're looking pretty dumb.
Oh, Mickey, you're looking so dummy.
It's so accurate.
Boy.
Oh, can I just ask,
Minnie, I didn't know you talked like that.
can you do...
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Oh my god! I was gonna say,
Oh, now you people saying you're scared. Don't you walk away from this. You asked for it.
Eiley, can you do the Alexa doing like dummy
No,
thing?
we got Doctor. We got the Doctor. You got the other thing coming up as well.
Oh yeah, no, I like Alexa. It's funny.
Alexa, we want Oh, Alexa!
Yeah.
I was like, Alexa? Very, very quick, sir. It could do the trick, sir. It's unique.
Look, stop mocking me accent, okay?
Almost done! I didn't know you said Alexa! Sorry, bruh. BRB.
Oh no, she ran away.
I'm here. I'm just sitting up.
Look, she's got to get in the moment, all right? She's got to prepare.
Oh.
All right.
Okay, I'm actually leaving for a while now.
I need to figure out how to do the effects on my setup.
Yes,
though.
you do. You need to do that.
Yes, ma'am. We're all just waiting on tenterhooks now.
It's fun though.
Nothing else is important.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Wait, has it changed?
No.
No.
Oh gosh.
Give me a break! Oh. I can hear it my end!
Oh.
Asshole software. Ugh.
This is why I have VA
What is it
friends.
she's trying to do?
It's trying to have the like the condensed effects come through the mic.
Mm.
It's great.
Oh. Ugh. I will do it.
Will you now?
Yes. Oh, I know I did wrong! I got it.
And I'm confused.
You've got it.
Oh, yeah, something just hit there.
Uno memento.
Oh my gosh.
It's back.
Free real-time voice changers for online games. Is this the one called voice mod?
No,
No.
I have a Mac. I can't use it.
For some reason I can hear myself talk now.
Yeah,
I don't know what's
same.
happening.
Oh, Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Amy, apparently, could you turn Discord up on your side? Apparently.
Yep, one sec. Okay, I tuned it up.
Yeah. Apparently, we were quiet. So.
Hmm.
Yeah, I remember there was one I used to
Uh-oh.
use on Skype. They used to have ones you could put on.
I used to love back in the days of MSN. I had a software which you could type something and it would come through being sent by the person you're in call with.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's just I could have them like say something at me. I'm like, dude, why do you say that? We await.
We shall be waiting a while.
Someone wants me to do a fancy accent? What?
What?
I'm not... What exactly do you mean by fancy?
Brom! That's the,
Oh, Brom.
that's the only thing I could think of.
My apologies, I didn't consider myself to be fancy.
Yeah, boy.
I'm organized, there's a difference.
You appear to be very dummy thick today.
I imagine him
I will
saying
not have such words uttered in my presence.
he would say like basically the nerd version of that to his wife.
Ah, you are extendedly voluptuous.
Dear wife. And then she'd be like going, "Oh, how dare you use such vulgar language."
Hold on, I need to find that. What would? Okay, so hold on. Let's.
And now we're back to the dummy thick, so it says.
Dummy thick never left.
Yep, that never left.
It don't leave.
It
You
thick.
just notice it again.
Alright, I'm looking up thesauruses for better words for dummy thick.
Oh gosh.
What now? Oh. Boswald donated once more.
Oh, thank you,
Yay!
Boswald. Boswald has a bunch of OCs, and they're all adorable. So all of his are based on animals, and like every time he'd send me a commission, it would have a little story attached as to what the character was and like their backstory, and it was adorable.
Alright, so taking dummy thick literally would be something along the lines of counterfeit broad.
Counterfeit
What?
broad.
Because counter dummy is in fake, and then thick is in broad.
Okay then.
I'm looking up synonyms for thick too. For some reason, I like the word consolidated.
Hey, don't talk about me like your files, you naughty boy.
Dear, I must say, in that dress, you look quite consolidated today.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, love it.
I'm gonna save this so I don't lose it.
It's gonna be fun when I get to do Brahm again at some point.
Oh, I have like so many plans for all of this stuff. I literally got like I've actually gotten a ton of it written down, but I haven't been able to do anything with it.
I need to remember to whenever I make like one of those little like banners people put up on their Twitter pages that shows like all the characters that they voiced before.
Oh yeah.
I need to make sure I put like Brahm and the creator on there as well.
Well, I mean, the creator one, I'm still working on that, so if it comes back, I'll let you know.
Well, I mean, I know that, but I mean, I've done a few episodes as I'm
Yeah, fair enough.
done, so I can show them on there as long as I have your permission.
You don't need that, Nick. Go ahead. I'm trying to find, like, because I remember when I was in university, I used to hear, like, your mom jokes, but British versions.
Oh,
So
there was
it's
that.
basically the posh ones.
I was gonna say there was that point where we went somewhere and they had a Shakespearean insult book. That was so great because every insult was like ridiculously. It just sounded overly posh.
It was. Correct me if I'm wrong, but was it like one of those books where you could like you could make like different sentences where you open it up and you could like flip like different words to make like different sentences all together?
No, I think this one.
Oh.
Oh. It's incredibly high pitched.
That is.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to add my headphones. Let me see.
What the hell is going on?
I'm really high. High as a kite. Where's my thing? Oh, there we go. Aha.
But where's Dr. Tickles?
He's here, baby.
Oh my
I'm
god.
Dr. Tickle. Why, hello, Keston. Welcome to my hub.
What have we
How are you
unleashed?
feeling? Dr.
Well,
Tickles.
I was doing good before.
And I'm gay.
That part's not as scary.
No, it's not. Not.
Well, here. Yeah. Okay. So I've got a list of Shakespearean insults now.
Oh, baby. Insult me.
In Brahm's voice, this one works. Methinks thou art a general offense, and every man should beat thee.
Oh
That
my
hurt
god.
my feelings.
And there's one, I love this one. More of your conversation would infect my brain.
Oh gosh, that's a good one.
Are we allowed to nope out yet? No. Hello.
Someone just said, "This is what I'm doing. This is how I'm spending my
I like
time."
'em big. I like 'em chunky.
Oh my-
I like them dummy thick. Yes.
It's wow. This is a long one here.
Come on.
Oh, I'm not sure if I want to read it.
Read it.
Thou
Insult.
leather, thou leather jerking, crystal button, knot padded, agiteering, puke stocking, caddish garter, smooth tongued Spanish pouch.
oh my gosh.
I'm so sad.
This is a simple one. You are as a candle, the better burnt out.
Wow.
Oh,
That's hot.
wow. That's hot. That's hot.
There's that.
I can't believe this one's actually. I can't believe this one's actually in a Shakespeare piece. It just says, "Peace, ye fat guts."
I like that one.
It's from Henry IV.
That was
Peace,
great.
you dummy thick.
Like someone just said, Brom's saying all of these to Kaizen. That sounds so legitimate. Whenever he's not
Be
doing his
insulted.
damn work.
Brahm is saying all the guys.
That's great.
Let's see. Oh, this. Man, I thought the last one was a long one. Also from Henry IV. Apparently, this man got a lot of flack. That trunk of humors, that bolting hutch of beastliness, that swollen parcel of dropsies, that huge bombard of sack, that stuffed cloak bag of guts, that roasted Manning tree ox with pudding in his belly, that reverend vice, that grey iniquity, that father ruffian, that vanity in years.
Damn.
Do you have you not been schooled yet?
Have you not been educated yet?
Are you not entertained?
Bless.
Thank you, Dr. Tickles.
I'm not Dr. Tickles. I am a nurse.
You sound almost like GLaDOS, actually.
Nurse Squiffles?
What?
I thought. I thought. Nurse Fondles.
Nurse Squipples. From the Squipple family.
What have we done?
So I can't find the British versions, but there's one here. Your mama's so fat she brought a spoon to the Super Bowl.
Oh.
Oh, we going to your mama jokes? We can do
Yeah, I'm
that.
trying to find the British ones, but I can't find them.
I always like the
mother
one.
suit.
Your mama's so fat she was baptized in SeaWorld.
Wow.
I always like the one. Your mama's so fat when she stepped into a pair of Nikes, they spelled out Nickelodeon.
I like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I love these jokes. They're so great.
That one
Your
did-
mama's so fat she fell in love and broke it.
Oh god. Boswell just said that one deserves a Gibranth dab.
Nice, thank you. Your mama's so ugly. Sorry from the chat. Your mama's so ugly. Even Hello Kitty said goodbye.
Oh wow.
Oh. Dang.
Your mama's so dumb. When they said it was chilly outside, she grabbed a bowl.
Oh.
Your mama is so fat. I took a picture of her last Christmas, and it's still printing. Ho, ho, ho.
Wow. What you guys got against people's mamas? Like,
Your mama's so stupid she thought a quarterback was a refund.
Oh.
Your mama's so fat. Her Patronus is a cake.
That is funny.
Your mama's so fat, Snorlax evolves into her.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh. Your mama's so stupid she wanted to climb Mountain Dew.
Your mama's so stupid she stared at a cup of orange juice for 12 hours because it said concentrate.
Oh, I've heard that one.
I've never heard that
No,
one.
neither.
Oh, your mama's so fat it takes 2 trains, a plane, and a bus to get on a good side. Oh my gosh.
I'm quite fun. Your mama's so dumb. When y'all were driving to saw a sign that said Disneyland left, so she went home.
Oh, I've heard that. That's a blonde joke.
Oh boy.
Oh, there was
I wonder
some.
if there's a-
There were some really good ones that I can't remember. My
your mama's so fat even Dora can't explore her.
oh. Oh, this is a nice one. Your mom is so beautiful, it's obvious where you get your looks from.
Oh.
Too nice.
I'm looking at Disney jokes. Why was
Oh.
Tigger in the bathroom for so long? Because he had a poo stuck inside him.
Oh my gosh.
There's that.
Is it though?
Oh gosh.
How did Minnie save Mickey from drowning? Mouse to mouse resuscitation.
Ah.
I just wanted to kiss him. His thick lips.
Let's see here.
I liked Chris's one. He did a video at one point. It's like, your mama's so fat, Thanos had to snap twice.
No, I know
Oh.
that was a good one. What is Mickey Mouse's favorite sport?
Oh! What is it?
Mini golf.
Oh, that's me! Oh boy.
Let's see.
Which Disney princess is a cow's favorite? Mulan.
I should have done that as Clarabelle. Should have been Clara.
Yeah.
Mulan. Which Disney princess is Clara's favorite? Oh, God.
Oh dear.
Why did Goofy wear 2 pairs of pants when he played golf?
I don't know.
He thought he might get a hole in one.
Oh! That's hot. That's hot.
Oh my gosh. Can't just escape
And
that,
now
you
for
know.
Donald.
Oh, my cousin actually used to be
Or,
able to do a great Donald.
Oh, yeah, I used to be. My dad actually can do Donald Duck really well. I've never been able to learn it from him yet.
Such a cool skill.
Oh, this is actually a knock-knock joke. Knock knock.
Who
Who
day?
day?
Who?
Ooh.
Big summer blowout.
I like that one.
Uh,
So wholesome.
Big summer blowout.
what is happening?
My stream.
Not sure anymore.
Big summer blowout.
Hello, Doctor.
I'd say if you tweak that a little bit, you actually get pretty close.
It's. I can hear myself lagging, so it really puts me off. Squidward, SpongeBob. SpongeBob.
Hear me, crabs!
Hear me, sponge. Beep.
Jeez.
Terrifying.
You're terrific.
Neat.
You're breathtaking!
No, I'm breath.
Oh, I found a what's his face bird version on VR chat. So I was going over to people and being like, "You're breathtaking."
Oh.
Although the people I went up to didn't get it. I was like, "What?
What?
I couldn't believe it.
Hmm.
Could not believe it."
How rude.
It's pretty recent, too. How do they not know what that is?
I was just going up to the wrong people.
Yeah, apparently so.
God damn it. I'm gonna go on tonight. It's gonna be fun. Can't wait.
I should probably try that. I mean, I've got that Oculus Quest headset, like the fully wireless VR now. So it's supposed to do VR chat on it. So I just need to give it a go.
Oh, the thing's
Wait,
amazing.
is the Oculus Quest out?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
we have one.
Oh.
Yeah, it works fantastic.
You can
Like-
you can test it when you come visit.
Yeah.
I had to put in a pre-order for it and get it myself, which I guess not many people pre-ordered it from the store I was at because it seemed like pretty easy to get in. But man, it does exactly what it says it does. It's like full VR, no wires. You're
It
good to
does
go.
exactly what it says on the tin.
Yeah, I was shocked actually because I was like, with how thick the cable and everything had to be, and the fact it had to run from a pretty hefty computer, I didn't think it was actually going to be able to do it.
Well, they did it.
They did it.
And I love it. I can play Beat Saber and look stupid with the door open.
Oh, that's what you played Beat Saber on.
Oh, I like it on the Andy's computer, on the Vive, just because it's got custom music.
Although they are introducing that to the Quest.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, someone
this
told
mo-
me it's a bit iffy now, but it will get better and better.
Yeah, they're working on improving like its casting ability, like to cast like a screen or something while you're playing and everything, so you don't have to hook up a cable.
Whoa.
It's still kind of janky right now, but I mean it does work to some extent. It's like still in beta phase.
When they get that though, they've got it. They've got the market.
Hmm.
The Quest
And you can-
connects to the mobile, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can sync it up to your
Yes.
phone. But you can also record gameplay on the Quest already too. It'll save it to like the hard drive that's on the headset, and then you can send it to like your phone or whatever else you want to after you're done.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say the only like nitpick I have is just the size of the handheld controllers. I feel like they're kind of small, and I feel like I
Yeah.
could use something maybe like an inch or so bigger, just so I could hold it more easily. Like especially when I'm doing Beat Saber, because I have to really get a good grip on it and like hold down all the buttons and everything just to make sure I don't sling it out of my hand.
Yeah, I tend to find if you hold it with the circles up, it's much better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's fine.
but yeah, so in a way it kind of feels a bit better like on PSVR, because with the big long controllers it feels like you're actually holding like a sword hilt or something and swinging away. But still, Oculus Quest on Beat Saber work really fine, and they're supposed to be later this year introducing 360 mode, like to where instead of just cutting in a straight line, you start turning around and start hitting the blocks all around you.
Oh god. I've watched people play that on Twitch.
I want to play more stuff on VR, but like I don't know what's good. So like I kind of just play only Beat Saber and that's it.
Mm-hmm. I've been looking into it a little bit more. There was one I was meaning to get a while back called I Expect You to Die. It's like a kind of like a comedy, like puzzle game where you're playing a spy and you're like put in different situations and you're trying to figure stuff out.
I was gonna say originally that didn't sound very nice. So I expect you to
Yeah,
die.
the-
Lovely.
And then there's the Keep Talking, Nobody Explodes.
Oh, is that on the quest?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And one day.
My brother said to me today, "Oh, you should play that in a stream." I was like, "Yeah."
Oh, sure.
Good story.
Yeah, I know.
And there's also one I really like so far. It's like exclusive to the quest. For now, it's like a Star Wars VR game.
Yes, I played that.
Vader Immortal.
Yep.
It's only like part 1 of it right now, but it's supposed to be like a canon story to like the Star Wars universe, and it does a really good job.
Yeah,
Like, especially with like the lightsaber fighting, it really gets you into it.
Yeah, and when like it's funny because like I wasn't expecting it to, but when Vader approaches you and it's genuinely like
Straight down that hallway, and you
It's
hear
like-
the foot stomping.
it's like when he comes close to you, it's genuinely imposing.
Yeah, he's standing over top of you.
Like normally VR doesn't do that to me, but it was like oh okay, I'm gonna step back a bit. Hold on.
You may wonder why I brought you here. Yeah, hearing that voice just boom in your head.
Boom.
I baked muffins. It's just like hello. Welcome to Chickens.
I'm your father.
Ooh woo.
Oh gosh.
I love getting. My goal is to make you laugh every time with that sound.
It's so annoying because I'm so good at not corpse-soothing, and you just friggin' Andy.
Andy is good at being Andy.
I'm all right.
That's hard.
I am so happy I'm friends with VAs.
Oh, Amy, you should bust out the Griswold Shimiji, Boswell saying.
Oh yeah, I have it somewhere. I'll move this over and go look for it.
And he's good at making people laugh. Apparently to a detriment. I've made Amy choke twice
Yep.
In public, and I've made Jess almost scream in pain.
Oh, golly.
So
Wait,
apparently I'm a detriment.
You did that to me twice, by the
Yeah, I
way.
said twice. Yeah.
For some reason, this pitch makes me sound sarcastic. Very sarcastic. Have
Oh, that would suck for me because I suck at reading sarcasm. Like I suck at it.
Do you? That's great.
Yay.
Wonderful
answer ever.
Andy.
Now I got a bunch
Good
of
show.
shimijis on my
Everybody
screen.
wanted to know that. Damn it. Okay, you know what? I can't be bothered now. I'm looking up. Well, I can be bothered. I'm gonna look up how to do it, like how to make the voice altering thing on the damn thing.
Oh, this is too high. One sec.
What even?
I don't mind this. You're PC, right?
What?
You
What?
have PC.
PC. I think she's using a Mac. She doesn't have a PC, or she's not on a PC.
I have
You can
PC,
use
yeah.
Voice mod.
Yeah, but I've got like a what do you call it? I've got like a an audio interface which has like effects on it, but I don't know how to use it. Although
Use
voice,
mod now.
yeah, voice might probably be easier.
Do it now.
Do it now. I'll only do it if I'm told by Dr. Tickle.
Oh my gosh, why?
Do it now.
Oh my. It's
So
like
says
ASMR.
Dr. Tickle.
Like ASMR, but for creepy people.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm Nurse.
Squibbles.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Squiffles.
Do it now, YouTube. Don't ask questions. Chat says well done. Well done, chat.
Now. Yep. That's it.
Oh yeah, so all of the shimijis down the bottom I made, this one was made by Buzzwog. It's so cute.
You're so cute.
Thanks.
That's the first time she's accepted a compliment from someone.
Actually,
Wow.
yeah, it is.
Well done. Woo!
You know why? Because I'm Monty. Yeah, baby.
It's because if I don't say yes to the compliments to the friends, they might not compliment me ever again.
Oh, I'll always cue. I hate this lag!
I'll always call you cute. There we go.
Thanks.
It's an avocado. Thanks.
Have you seen him? I love that kid.
It's an avocado. Thanks.
Thanks.
I love that one with all of the. I can't remember what they are, but like there's a bunch of like. Oh, what was it? It's like a bunch of like ducks in the background or something like that. It's like, look at all those.
Chickens.
Yes.
Look at all those chickens.
I did that, and this kid shouted,
No, the geese.
something, I can't remember. Let me find it. It was, I was like, okay.
I love when kids correct you and it's the wrong thing. It's just the best thing ever.
It was so cute. I think it's unlisted on my channel.
Look at all these chickens. They're not chickens.
Oh yeah, that's what he says.
They're not chickens.
Idiot. This kid thought I was weird. Why would he think that?
I don't know.
Sarcasm, Andy. You got it.
Yeah!
Oh, look at
He's
you.
learning.
Gold star for you.
So proud.
Thanks.
What do I call this dang video?
Look at all these chickens. They're not chickens.
You're the fragile bitch.
Look at all
I've just got the weirdest looking things all over my screen. Just looks like Jess is trying to stare at Kimiko's butt for a minute there before. Cause she's crawling around on the floor, but she's got like this really weird face.
crawling again.
That popped in. I know. Huh? That noise.
I was just about to download voice mod for my computer, but I'm starting to read things saying, is voice mod safe?
This is YouTube that uses it. So. Trust YouTubers.
Let's see. Nope, some people say no problems here. Oh, well, I installed voice mod a month ago and had to reinstall my audio drivers because it messed up my audio apps like Razor Surround.
Oh.
Oh, I like this one. It just says, it screwed up my audio as well, never used it since and still rather not recommend it. Edit. I do now since it works, lol.
Apparently they were just willing to try again then.
Oh! I found it. I called it, I tried to be funny. That was what
Chickens.
I tried to be funny. Let's see what this is about.
this kid. They're not chickens. Ew.
They're not chickens.
The way he looked at me.
Did this do anything?
What on earth did you do?
Ah! Andy!
What have you
changed it.
done?
I changed it to be in a cave.
What a lovely cave.
Hello? What is
Hi.
That one was called Titan.
Oh.
Mm.
That just sounded like a fart. Vodka, tonic, champagne, and Jaeger. Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, I like that one.
Someone's auto-tuning.
Auto tuning.
Keep talking with it.
Hold on.
Make a song.
Hey.
Oh,
That was my mixtape.
dang it!
It's fire. Go download it.
Great mixtape, sweetie.
Thanks, man.
You did a good job.
Hey, I just met you, and this is cray cray.
But here's my number.
Now call me Shanae.
Okay. You know what? Let's just go for it. I'm gonna install voice mod myself, see what it happens.
Yeah, it's working fine for me.
Andy, have you heard the Geordie version of that song? So give us a ring, will you, pet?
Give us a
Pet,
ring.
so
Oh my god.
So give us a ring, will you, pet?
I'm gonna have a look at this one.
Oh dear.
It sounded like the da na 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 for a moment.
A little bit.
Ah! It's so weird! I'm not used to this.
It's pretty bizarre.
I like it. I wish I could download it, but I have a Mac.
Unfortunately, it only has a couple for free. The rest of them are pro voices, unfortunately.
That's how they get ya.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. It's only like it's a lifetime buy though.
Oh, that's good. How much is it?
Yeah. £13, which is like
Oh, not
20
too bad.
bucks.
You could use it in live streams.
Yeah. Well, okay. They do have subscription versions as well for some reason, but
Subscription versions?
yeah, I don't know why I would do that, but
50
no.
cents a month.
no, not even like £4, £5 for 3 months and £10 for 1 year.
I just realized you guys could read stories with those voice changer things, so like it sounds like you got people in caves and garbage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Being chased by a spoopy man called Dr. Tickles.
Now I sound like a robot, kind of.
You do.
What is it?
Hello. I'm a robot.
Boop, beep, boop.
Beep, boop, beep, beep. Boop, 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 boop. I am dummy thick.
I am dumb. I that hot. That hot.
That is hot.
That is hot.
Honestly, if AI evolves to get to that point where it's making phrases like that, then maybe we made a mistake.
Hey, it is that boy.
Dat boy.
It is that boy. That boy. Allah, Allah. It is that boy.
What even?
Okay, I unlocked the pro one because it was a one-time purchase, like less than 20 bucks. Why the hell not?
Well done.
All right, let's see. What do we have here?
You win the game. Play again.
It says I have to restart my computer to finish the installation.
Oh no, you don't. You don't. I had
No?
that as well. No, yeah, it works fine without it.
Oh, all right.
Don't
Do
do
it.
it. Be a rebel.
What the hell? This one says out of range.
Out
Hello.
of range.
Like, was all.
Oh, I see what it's doing.
That is awful. I hate it.
It is beautiful. Just like Amy.
Wow.
The bin of trash.
Hello.
Hello.
My God, some of these are like painful.
Let's see, output.
Cool.
I like the dark punk one. The one you did earlier.
Oh, that was out of range.
No, abort. You said, hey, and then you said, that's my album. Thank you.
That's my album.
I don't like that.
Rude.
This is the
I want the music one back.
strangest thing I could have in my stream at once. It's
Your
amazing.
friends are robots. Imagine if you woke up. Oh, they were robots all along.
I'm gonna be honest, part of me would have known. Just that makes sense.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy.
Oh my god.
But here's my number.
My favorite robot. Transformers, robots in got, go.
That actually did
Let's
sound
see
like
if
a
this
nice-
works.
Oh, it works! You got it!
You did it. Well done.
We are all in a cave.
I'm in a cave too.
Oh my gosh.
Can someone let me out of this thing? I thought this was a real
Amy can let us out now.
No, you're stuck there. Stuff you.
No.
Not me. I fell down this. Oh.
Guys, Kirsten fell down the well.
It's actually kind of all right.
It's like a witch.
We're all showing off our skills here. So I'm showing off my drawing skills. Everyone else fell down the well.
That's what happens. Oh no! Amy's skills are so dumb.
I mean,
What on earth?
oh,
I didn't like that one.
are you sure?
The hell is this?
Because we could keep this one going all day.
Which one's that one?
Robot.
Robots in disguise.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it. Oh man, that's hot.
You should start. See, when you get the robot one, you just start singing like a human song.
Oh, hey, I just met you. This is spaghetti.
This is spaghetti.
Oh my gosh.
What's this one?
And
Oh, that's the deep one.
Oh my.
I still need
Mufasa?
Oh, it's got one. Oh, hang on. It's got one here from woman to man or man to woman.
Oh.
This one's woman to man. I need to check.
Wait, you'd want the other one.
Yeah, I need the other. It only has the one,
You
but I
need
think
the
you
other
can
one.
switch it.
Another one. Another one.
Another one.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my.
Oh my. I am Sebastian from Black Butler. Ciel's a little pain in my bottom.
What did you say, Sebastian? Ah! What was that? Oh my goodness.
I don't like it. Kill it with fire.
Oh, Bassy, you're so silly.
Oh my gosh.
I don't like you.
Oh, but I really like you.
Oh no.
Bassy, you're so incorrigible.
Hello.
What
Oh
on
my
earth is going? I can't even tell what's going on anymore. It's finally
That one
gotten
had
to
ambient
that point.
effects.
Yeah, I noticed.
Black Butler roleplay.
Mm-hmm.
WCL Phantom Hive, the Cockney version, bruv.
Oh,
I didn't have a lot of money. I'd sound like, oh my, what the freaking hell is that? Oh my.
Oh, man to woman. Here we go.
Oh, there you go.
Hello.
Oh.
I am a lady.
Oh, oh.
That does not work at
No,
all.
you need to like do your own lady voice whilst you're doing it. You gotta do that, and then it like adds. Because when I do Dr. Tickles, I like change my voice, my end.
That doesn't sound normal.
Hey, baby.
So yeah, you weren't kidding when Oh, I see you using the Pro ZD filter. I'm Dr. Tickles.
I'm Pro CD.
That's too low.
You're right, it's only like $15 for a lifetime purchase on Voice Pro, Voice Mod.
Oh my god.
Hey.
That's beautiful, darling.
Automatic harmony.
Oh my. Sing faster, car.
No.
But it's my favorite. I think everyone's sung it.
Hi.
Oh my. Oh, you sound like a Looney Tune.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, my.
You sound like him. Is that what the character was called
From
from
Powerpuff Girls, yeah.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh,
Oh,
What are
you
you
sound
in?
bubbly.
I'll do
sound
that
like a
voice in a second
dying
once I get
whale.
this pro thing purchased here.
Do it again. You sound like a dying whale. Oh god.
Oh.
Hold on, I know what I'm doing for. I had like, the auto thing. Say I had it like singing to me back. I know what I'm doing for video. I'm gonna redo lines from the other series with these. Yes.
Just like
Do a
guys.
sexy voice. Okay, hold on. I need to get like a
But I
thing
am.
going on.
I'm doing my sexy voice.
And this is why you should always come to my streams, guys. Because you will literally never be able to predict what will happen.
Who knows? Predict the unpredictable. What?
Stick to the unpredictable.
No, it's the expect the unexpected. There we go, Monty. God damn it.
Good job.
Hello, everyone.
Oh. Hello.
Hello.
Copy open voice, go to license section, available on the left
Available now.
side. Where's the license section?
Available.
You're so
Yeah.
pretty.
I like that one. Because it sounds like a song.
Okay. There we go. Now I've got everything.
Oh. You did it. Well done.
This one is supposed to be just dark.
That's good.
That's all it's
I like that
called.
one.
It's just dark.
Try not to use these.
XO.
Whoa.
What if you can combine these?
Ah. Oh. My God.
Angel. I can work
Oh,
with that.
ambulance.
Hello.
Hello.
Mama.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh god.
Oh, yes. Finish him.
Ah! That's good.
Fatality.
Fatality.
So one.
This one's just called Crazy.
Oh my gosh. Oh gosh.
This is so fun.
Central command. Oh, okay.
Amy, you should come over to here and try to be dealt for a second.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, I'll be there in a second.
Get over there, baby.
Get over here. Okay, so you put
This
these
is
on.
my real voice.
If you want to hear your own voice, I can put that on.
Okay.
But which one would you like? We've got all these.
Wait, you guys live together?
Nah, married couples don't do that.
Mind blown. Okay, this one was just called Double, so high pitch and low pitch together. Oh god, this is a monster call. I love it.
Yeah, weren't we doing something before this?
Who knows?
I don't think we were doing anything.
You were.
No, not at all.
Well, Amy was doing something. We were just. What?
Yeah.
Sorry, that was just. It was just called Kong, and I think it's just all growls.
I like the one you're using.
Oh my god, that's really good.
Any of those you want to try out? Go, let's try the harmony one.
Okay.
Chris.
Oh. Stop, bruv.
I love it. I love it. I love it, bro. Yeah, in it.
Yoda, bro.
Yo, what up? What up, mate? Yeah.
Hey.
It's like it because it suddenly goes.
Good, isn't it? I'm definitely gonna have to do some videos with these.
Ooh, you can make custom voices on this. Oh dear.
Oh.
Let's see, master voices.
Oh boy!
Just come back to Minnie Mouse.
I just clicked the Minnie Mouse button.
Should just redo the cover with one of these on. Don't you wanna get away
Oh.
Way.
in the same mode, but you gotta play? 'Cause God needs to come with me and take the back.
I don't need to see the other side.
Thank you, Data.
Oh gosh. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of stuff.
Whoa.
I'm trying to see who else is still in the chat.
There's still.
Someone's doing a thing.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Was someone that found the convoys? Ooh.
Just
Oh.
a casual ooh in this really deep, scary voice. It's like Darth Vader
I just
found
like
his
the way one of
slippers.
you went, another one went, ooh.
Ah.
Hello? Hello?
Oh god. Ooh, chibi characters at the bottom of your YouTube screen.
Yeah, you can pick them up.
Looking around.
You
Eh?
pick them up, throw them, and they'll run around your screen.
What, on the YouTube?
No, it's something that you actually have on your computer screen itself.
Oh, right. I thought YouTube went super high tech.
I wish. YouTube doesn't know what people want.
Oh god. YouTube's broken, man.
It has been for many, many a year.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, the whale's back.
That's how whales actually sing. They just got auto-tune on while underwater.
I've got to find a way to make a Darth Vader voice on this.
It's funny because to start with, it sounded like.
That was Vincent Price she had there.
That's a great voice. Oh my gosh.
I think it's great.
Okay, I'm gonna stop using that thing. No, I don't want it running in the background.
That constant temptation, so the next time you send in lines for Stinky and Zane, it's just he sounds like he's down a well or something.
Yeah. That's what you got. What you got to do, mate.
You gotta do, fam.
That's what you got to do. Hello, I'm Sebastian. In the Black Butler dub, we say Sebastian, even Bastion.
Because he's a bastard?
I guess that could be it. You're right on the money. Praise to Keston. Another normal voice.
I'm still trying to figure out how to shut voice mod off.
We're all mad here.
Well, I mean, at the moment, I
I'm
think
back, baby.
I seem like the only sane one, but yeah, that works.
You started this madness, so you're the worst.
We're all mad here.
We're all mad here. No.
We all float down here.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh, we all float down here.
Oh, dear. Heidi's in the chat. Hello, Heidi.
Hi, Heidi.
Heidi.
Heidi was the one at the meet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I'm smarter than the average Monty, baby.
Yes, you is.
Oh. Wait. Kind of a compliment, I guess.
You're always a compliment.
Wait.
We're not trying to like deceive you. It's like every time it's like, oh, your hair looks lovely today.
Wait. Wait a minute. Wait. Hey, we don't know who Eiley is.
I don't have hair. How could you know?
Eiley's. I don't like her.
Eiley is a wonderful voice actress and an amazing singer.
Yeah.
Who knows? Depends on your earlugs.
Oh my god! Now I've got two of you. Oh god. Like Amy won't never take a compliment either.
I try not to do that when I'm at a convention and a nice audience member says something really nice to me. I'm like, take it. Just take it.
Yeah, I'm really bad for that. Andy will like he'll give me a compliment, and I'm really, really adamant that like he's wrong about it.
Chloe said, I have dabbing proof of who Eiley is.
Oh yeah.
Remember that picture, Andy?
Yes. We dabbed with a knight's end.
Did you give me a copy? Wait, do I have a copy of that picture?
I think it was on Twitter.
It's on Twitter.
She'll probably send it to you actually if you ask.
Yeah, tweet it at me again, because I don't think I saved it, and I want it.
Some memories.
We need dabbing rights.
Andy you didn't send me the pictures that we took before we left at the train station.
Oh, didn't I? Oh, I'm terrible. I'm so.
Horrible person.
I seriously, I can think of something, go upstairs, and I'll have forgotten.
I'm like that. I walk into a room and I'm like, why did I walk in here? Oh yeah.
I've been doing that more lately actually.
I get worried when I do that. I'm like, forgetful.
Yeah, it's more like, wait, I'm sure I can't.
Are you
hit
guys
something
on
important.
TikTok?
No.
No.
I joined TikTok recently. Now that I have a new phone, after years and years, I was able to finally join TikTok.
And is it everything
Yay me.
you ever dreamed of?
It's not bad. It's fun. It is a lot more fun than I thought it would be. I started playing something. Whoops. But yeah, it's fun. Like following people who do a lot of art on TikTok.
Oh.
It's really cool. You should join TikTok, Amy.
I mean, if they paid me.
You're so effing precious when you smile.
Well, it's because like the amount of things that I have on my to-do list now is just like insane.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since
No,
I was like, oh, I'm gonna be smart. I'm gonna make Minecraft HD skin packs that people can just buy. I'm like, wait, I've got to make all of these by myself.
I believe in you.
Yay! Andy, did you hear that?
I did.
Believe in me who believes in thee. Okay?
Nah.
Yes.
Never give up. Believe it.
Never give up.
You
will.
will.
Oh, woo. Never give up.
What if my nan sent me? Oh, my nan sent me a link to Britain's Got Talent. What is this? Oh, they're doing a Britain's Got Talent show from the last 13 years. Oh my god. It's been going on that long. Oh.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
I remember I used to watch it.
Oh yeah, they have like a wolf game on VR chat. That was fun. I only did it like for a little bit this morning, but it was good. We should all do that sometime.
We should.
Oh jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Meet in the virtual world.
We'd all be in the same
we are
room.
living in a virtual world.
Why haven't they made a Digimon game on there yet? That's literally perfect.
Oh yeah, it's true. But with the werewolf game, if you have like a bunch of like voice actors or actors, it'd be a lot more fun. And like the one that I went into, they have different cards. So the one I got was you're a maid and you got to call whoever you pick master and go with whatever decision they make.
I kind of like that.
But yeah, those are like these different ones.
Oh, I used to love roleplay stuff. I was so big into like text roleplays.
Thank you, Chloe. Pictures.
Much nice.
I got some again.
Dab.
Save as. Dab one.
Dab, dab, dab on the haters.
Actually, I'll download them to my phone and put them in my app and add sparkles.
I'll make it beautiful.
Well, even more beautiful than it already is.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay, did a thing. Woo.
Ooh, woo.
Ooh.
Yeah.
High five!
I swear.
This is why me and Andy dad.
You dab away the big question.
That's it. Dabba dabba.
Keston's still sitting in the well.
Oh, is anyone? Can anyone hear me yet?
Oh, now we can.
Oh yeah, now we can.
Now we can.
Oh, jeez, that's
Oh,
what
had
it
you been
was.
talking?
I had, and it sounded like everyone was just going along. I guess I was just.
No, we couldn't hear you.
Oh,
I
I hate it when that happens.
Jeez.
You're
Yeah, I was busy trying to. After I finally shut voice mod off, apparently Discord was still stuck on like the virtual, I guess, input there, so it didn't recognize me saying anything.
Aw.
Great.
Yeah,
I did wonder why you were quiet for a while.
Yeah, everyone in the chat's just like, Keston's really quiet. Did he get stuck in his
And
voice
I'm sitting here like,
changer?"
guys, I'm still here. Just because I wasn't a couple minutes doesn't mean I died.
What's that, Keston? Stuck down the well?
Now you get to talk on your own for like a minute.
Yeah.
Lost a minute from
Okay, guys, stream's over.
Is it?
Testing show now.
This is my show.
What? No, what you guys don't
Fully
realize is Keston's been drawing this whole time.
Oh.
Funnily enough, your profile does kind of look like the beginning of like the Looney Tunes thing.
Yeah, that's what I made it to look like.
Yeehaw, folks.
You did it on purpose, Andy.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Oh.
Goodness gracious, you.
Ooh. Oh yeah. No.
Wait, no, sorry, I'll change it up. Oh, whoa.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Oh whoa.
Ah woo.
Oh wow. Whoop.
Ah woo. 5, 6, 7, 09.
Yep. Yep.
How
How long? Oh yeah. Amy, how long's the stream gonna be? They're asking.
Good question. Welcome to Amy's indecisive life, where I don't know. I don't think I've ever had a structured stream in my life.
Amy runs this town. It ends when she wants it to end.
Mm-hmm.
Or was it last time I streamed? I'm just like, I'm gonna stream, and then realized it was already like 9 o'clock. It's like, oh, why am I streaming?
Just by the way, it is 20 past 9.
Oh,
yeah,
I was supposed to get food. Oops.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we should probably come off soon.
Yeah.
I forgot.
I got some stuff I gotta do on my end as well.
Well, shall we call it off here then? Like,
Probably a
not to-
good idea.
yeah.
I did finish the pants
Get
I wanted
off.
to make. Amy's streams are chill.
Be
Yes,
gone,
they
Fox.
are chill streams. Alrighty. Well, I will. I don't know when the hell I'll stream next. My streams are not structured.
Alright, thanks for coming. I don't know when we're doing it again. Get
I
lost.
had that in my stream on Twitch. People were like, when are you going to Twitch again? And I was like, eh.
Oh, there's an easy solution. Come and check my channel every single day, and one day I'll be streaming.
Perfect.
Problem solved.
Once a week. It's a surprise.
Subscribe to our channel and maybe you'll get notified of it by YouTube.
Maybe.
Yeah. Ring the bell.
And so-
Ring that.
Or subscribe to all my friends' channels, because then maybe you'll be notified that they're notified.
Yeah.
Oh, we should do that. A notify circle.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Ha.
Is that such
Screw
a thing?
YouTube, we've beaten you.
On Twitch, you can have like a group, can't you?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, an auto host group. Yeah.
Twitch is woke.
Twitch is dummy thick.
Twitch is woke, fam.
They are
damn, yes.
voluptuous.
Dab
yes.
on.
It's Dummy Twitch.
Oh dear. Alrighty.
like
Oh yeah, I went there. Oh yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, I did that.
Oh
got
my
it.
god. Oh boy.
Shall we end this with a falcon punch?
Yeah, we should.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. I might have to back up.
Back it up.
Falcon punch!